Hey guys, it's your bear boy host Hito back at it again with the Retrogade. As we talk and bring up all of the stuff from the past. I mean, yes, but also they still can't hear you, by the way. We did do that for Pride. We technically did that for Pride this year. Actually. But yes, guys, welcome to the Retrogade. I'm your bear boy host Hito. We're here to drop the retro bomb and bring up some of the ultimate nostalgia back into your minds. And I'm your host, Hito Retro Gaming. I have two awesome guests here today, and I'm going to introduce one of them to start right now. We have the cat-loving, indie-loving gamer who loves the Tokyo Mew Mew right off the bat. We are calling out RibonIchigo. There we go.
Hello.
Welcome on in and introduce yourself to the peeps.
I'm Ribbon. I have my pronouns are they, them, just to clarify for anybody who might need to refer to me, though you don't have to. I love indie games. I do some Twitch streaming, though I've totally been not forgetting to stream for months now. I forget that I need to not slouch. And I tend to focus my gaming on like life sims, farming sims, etc. In terms of magical girl anime, my favorite anime of all time, childhood anime, is Tokyo Mew Mew. I am in love with the new series. Also love Card Captor. I've been actually watching Sailor Moon for the first time, which has been really fun and interesting. And just basically Madoka Magica. Let me see, the Yuki Yuna's a hero. I'm trying to think of other magical girls I've done. I've watched.
I'm trying to contain myself.
Yeah, I've done a couple. I've watched a good number. There's the Fate Prisma Ilia, whatever it's called. That was like the Fate spinoff. Magical girl. I'm trying to think.
You're all good. But RibonIchigo, everybody. Let's see a random. We'll get the idea. Katamari on this clip. Nice.
Of course. Oh, that's the one. That's forever ago.
I love Katamari. I discovered Katamari early 2023 in January, and it was my entire identity for a month and a half.
This is the game that in that clip is me playing We Heart Katamari on the PlayStation 2.
Oh my god! That's
the one that they've just done the remake, the Royal Reverie remake on the Switch, and I bought it and I love it and I almost cried. It's so fucking good.
So guys, if you're not following RibonIchigo, you totally should. Here's the shout out button to follow Ribbon. All right.
I only stream once every 3 months. When I remember that I have a Twitch channel.
All right.
After 12 OBS updates.
All right. Are we ready to introduce our next guest? We have our cosplaying, Sailor Moon loving, and Square Enix playing Sailor Garnet.
Hello. I don't know if you can tell by the stuff in the back, but I love Sailor Moon. She's my identity. I love her so much. I have more figures, but I figured I'd just have these here. Nice. I also love JRPGs. I'm currently going through a Kingdom Hearts journey. Ooh. I do plan on cosplaying. I don't know. There's a little hint of who I'm going to cosplay next when I get to Birth by Sleep.
You know, if I was joining you in that convention, I'd be one of the three of them too, because I actually have their Keyblade as well.
Oh yes, I'm going to Kingdom Hearts Reconnect. That's the name of the convention in Texas, and I'm very, very excited.
I know this is a magical girl anime, but hold on a second, just to flex. I have to take my Keyblade out too.
Nice.
You'll focus on Aqua, I'll take care of Terra.
There we go.
Hell yeah.
Also, I believe in Roxas, and you should too. I'm just saying that. I believe in Roxas. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I also am playing Near Autonoma. I love to cosplay on stream as the characters of the games I'm usually playing. But usually I'll do this little Moogle cosplay. A lot of people like the Moogle, my Afro Moogle.
It is very cute.
I'm trying to dip my toes into the retro JRPG category. I'm looking forward to playing more Chrono Trigger and eventually Earthbound. After I beat Kingdom Hearts 2, I'm gonna take a little Kingdom Hearts break to I'm not like burnt out on Kingdom Hearts.
Another way you could dip your toes in is playing some of the older Final Fantasy games. And another Final Fantasy is also linked with a lot of the Kingdom Hearts, like some of the characters are crossed over. So, another another game I really liked that is on. I don't know if you have a Nintendo Switch, but
I do.
it's on the if you have Nintendo Switch online. You'll have the what's it called, the SNES store, whatever.
Breath of Fire.
Secrets of Mana.
That too.
That was my first JRPG ever. When I don't look it, but I'm pretty old. I'm a lot older than I look. Secret of Mana was my first like JRPG before I even like had the language and knew what JRPGs were.
Yeah, I think that was my first like console game was Secrets of Mana.
But yeah, so I love magical girls. I've been a magical girl since I was like 3 years old. I discovered Sailor Moon when I was 7. It means the world to me. I say every day that Sailor Moon could dollywop Goku any day of the week.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, no, that's actually true.
You could argue with your mama about it. It's okay.
There's no argument to be made.
There you go.
They lose. You just be like, you're wrong, but okay.
Listen, you're entitled to your wrong opinion. It's fine. It's totally cool.
Goku is a wimp.
But like Ribbon, I grew up watching like Cardcaptor Sakura, Utena. Yuki Yuna is a hero. I'm glad that you mentioned that because not a lot of people.
I actually did not grow up watching Cardcaptor. I only really grew up watching Tokyo Mew Mew and Hamtaro. Yeah. And then I found Cardcaptor because my one friend was like begging me to watch it because that was her childhood anime, was Cardcaptor. And so I think I watched that like probably like right after high school. I watched Cardcaptor.
Also, before anything, that was Sailor Garnet, everyone. Let's get a random clip.
I can't wait to see this. Do you allow cursing? Because I have a...
Okay. No, you are good. You are absolutely fine. This is an 18-plus channel.
We say the fuck words here.
Yeah, don't be... Okay, that's not so bad. I'm like a truck driver. Don't be fooled by the cosplay, y'all. I'm a truck driver on my stream. I'd be raging.
Listen, no, that's fine.
That's fine. You're allowed to rage.
Have you heard half the thing? Listen, if you're ever in my stream, half the things that I say, you're going to question, how did it get here? How did it get here?
Those are my favorite types of streams, where it just goes to the left. How did we get here?
I literally
I love making streams unhinged. That's my favorite thing to do.
That's why I like streaming at night. I feel like that's very like nighttime.
My favorite thing is to make people watch like YouTube poops on Twitch and then just be like, what are we watching? And I'm just like, it's like an acid trip on their screen and they're like, what is this? And I'm just like, I'm dying laughing. This is great.
Listen,
Thank you for...
Nothing beats literally the one time that someone came into my stream and said, did you just say you got distracted by dick? I'm like, yes. Yes, I did. Sorry.
What's wrong with that?
I'm like, sorry, but I'm not sorry
Dicks
for that.
Dicks are very distracting.
I know, right?
Like, even if you're not attracted to them, they're just very there.
It's just like, it's moving on its own. Okay, this makes sense. I'm kind of nervous about this, though. Why is it crooked? Yeah. Why is it crooked? All right. So let's talk the Mahou Shojo today. So we're going to start with the very first question, and this is a philosophical question for every person. I always like to ask a little philosophy first.
Thank God I got the Red Bull. Jesus.
We're gonna have to fist fight. Probably. No, I'm kidding. I gotta grab a drink. I'm listening though.
So my question is, What makes a Mahou Shoujo anime a Mahou Shoujo anime?
Ooh. Well, this is
You
just
want
my
to fucking
opinion.
go, bro?
To me, I mean, honestly, to me, it's like the fashion is a big part of it. I think to me, the cute outfits and the like overall feminine aesthetic to me is what sort of makes it. And the transformations. Let's be serious now. That's like a huge staple. Like people think that it takes literally 5 minutes to transform. No, I believe in the magical girl science where it's actually like a split second, but we're literally seeing it like as if we were watching like shutter speed sort of situation. But fashion, that's kind of like the main draw for me with those things. It's like, you know, I love like frilly and cute things. And I think it really speaks to how you could be powerful and have like the feminine aesthetic. Like, I think I only speak like as an American. A lot of the times we've been raised to think that, you know, these sort of things are inherently weak and that feminine aesthetics are inherently weaker. And it's nice to be able to just, you know, I could kick your ass in these high heel shoes and this pretty ribbon and all that stuff. So yeah, that was my rant. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, you're all good. I like, mind you, I'm giving you the soapbox. Here you go.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
See, I would say, as a non-binary gremlin of garbage, that that cannot make a single decision to save their life. That I find that the Mahou Shoujo genre is very fluid and very vast. I tend to just lump a lot of stuff into magical girl, and then people be like, "That's not a magical girl anime," and I'm like, "Okay."
I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
Like some anime that are like literally like there's not like I've seen like Aikatsu. I don't know if you know that anime.
No, tell me.
Aikatsu, there's no magical girl elements. It's all supposed to be like realistic style, but they do have transformation scenes, and it is very much like girly aesthetic, very bubbly, happy-go-lucky, like friendship saves the day kind of thing. But it's not a superhero anime; it's an idol girl anime. But I would say that fits into magical girl-ish concept. Maybe not Mahou Shoujo, but magical girl. I would say so. Like, if you watch it, you're like, oh, this is a magical girl anime. And then you look at what it actually is, and you're like, no, this is not a magical girl anime.
Is it like supposed to be like I don't want to say it's like a satire, but
no,
okay.
it's more like children's focused. It's like the show was made for like little kids. Like I think it's like a Y7 sort of series, but it's so cute. It's like 500 episodes so far.
Oh, okay, yeah, that explains because it's for kids.
Yeah. It's like I think I got through like to episode 300 and I was like, okay, this is very cute, but I cannot keep up with this show. But yeah, no, that one I would say, and like a lot of like even like slice of life, like Chunibyo, they do have like the transformation, and they have like the kind of like save the world kind of aesthetic, but it's all in their head. Like it's not actually happening. It's like they think that they're magical girls, but they're actually in the real world that doesn't have magical girls. But they do like the transformations, but it's all like them thinking they're doing the transformations. So they're like, yeah, I'm transforming.
What's that one? Because that sounds like me.
It's Chunibyo's Love and Delusions. It's a really good anime.
The English title is Love, Chunibyo, and Other Delusions. I think it's on Crunchyroll. I personally, I don't know if you're an English, like a dub or sub, but I prefer the sub. The dub.
Sub all day.
Okay, yeah, because some things I'm like, you know what? I'll give the dub a chance. Like, we've been watching Sailor Moon, Crystal, and the dub because my friends, they struggle with reading subtitles.
I heard it's not
that bad. It's not that bad. It's not bad at all. We're watching Sailor Moon Crystal, so we're still getting the gay, from what I know. I haven't gotten to that point yet. I know that they're supposed to be the gay at some point.
Oh no,
Oh,
trust
so-
me. Can we talk about the fact that the Deke version literally made made
honey,
Michiru,
I knew.
made Haruka and
I knew
Michiru
that.
cousins, and I'm just like, this is worse. Don't do this.
Even have the language to know what like homosexuality was, but I knew they weren't cousins.
I think we
'Cause
all
I
knew
don't
they weren't
look-
cousins.
I'm like, I don't even talk to my. I'm like, I don't look at my cousins.
That's not a
that way.
jelly donut.
No, but that's the thing that got me so angry with that, because it was like that's the thing that got me so angry about it. I'm like, so let me get this straight. You have a problem with two girls like dating, but two cousins, that's totally fine. Okay.
They're holding hands, they're hugging, they're being affectionate, but they're just cousins.
It's just certain scenes of them. It's just certain scenes with them together. Like you could feel the sexual tension.
Like, I was like, God, just fuck already. Damn.
See, I feel like Mahou Shojo is like it's just a feeling. It doesn't it is a genre, of course, but like I genuinely like if I see something that like fits the aesthetic. Like this, again, I agree, like super feminine usually. I would say Madoka Magica kind of falls in that, but is also kind of like a subversion of the trope. Same with Yuki
I
Yuna.
love that. Yeah,
I feel like Yuki Yuna's also was a huge subversion of the trope. There was another one I watched recently that was also
There's Magical
very
Girl
much
Rising Project. That one is
Yeah.
like that. where
Which one?
It's like Magical Girl Rising Project. Rising? I think it's Rising Project.
Rising.
But it's Rising? Okay. So
I might have watched an episode or two of that. There was some I felt like what's the name of it? It's on Amazon Prime. The 3D simulation, they're all gems. It's like Steven Universe but anime.
Okay, I was gonna say, I was like, that's part of my name also. I don't think I
I
ever
also
played
feel
that
like
game.
Steven Universe Revolutionary Girl Utena vibes, like
Yeah.
for sure. Like it literally, like Rebecca Sugars confirmed that their inspiration was Revolutionary Girl Utena.
Yeah.
They reference it all the fucking time. But hold on, I'm gonna Google up this anime.
Star versus the Forces of Evil has a lot of like
Sailor
Yeah.
Moon
Sailor
inspiration
Moon
and Cardcaptor
inspiration.
Sakura
Yeah.
because of the
A lot
wand
of that.
itself. But here's
Yeah.
the funny thing, and here's my philosophical hot take, which will piss a lot of people off. I said DBZ is a magical girl anime, but he's just really bad at being a magical girl.
Yeah, I would say, I said it. I say that it would sort of, that's what I mean by it's like kind of fluid, like it's a vibe.
I think
Hold on, I'm
also
trying to find.
it's kind of like the argument of is it a doll or is it an action figure? Like you know how like they sold girls
Action
dolls?
figures are dolls. Boys are just pussies and don't want to stand up and say that.
Ooh.
Growing
Damn.
up, man, growing up in the 90s, man, people would fight you to the death for that. They'd be like,
I don't give a shit. I would fight them. I got teeth.
I got teeth.
It's sort of like that because people would be like, oh, well, magic is sort of a cop-out. And I'm like, so like, what do you think a Kamehameha is? Like,
It's like
kind
them
of how
saying that,
mana
like,
works and mana, you know,
It's-
it's
The same people who make that argument that action figures are different from dolls are the same people who often make the argument that you can't have people of color in fantasy fiction because it's not accurate to like the time period. And I'm like, just shut the fuck up. It's a fantasy. There's dragons.
That's actually
Like
that's
fantasy.
actually what pissed me off with Final Fantasy 16 with that interview. Ooh, that pissed me off.
yeah. That was funny. I mean, it wasn't funny. Like,
I'm like, dragons are fictional. People of color are real. That is accurate to have more than just white people in the show.
And mermaids are magical. They can be black, okay? Get the fuck over it.
there was a cosplay sort of like holiday based on that. It was called Black Fae Day, and it was started by a black cosplayer who's also a teacher in Florida. That it's in May, and it basically black people get dressed up in cosplay in like anything fantasy related. It's just for representation that like we belong in the realms of fantasy and that we could be whimsical and fantastical too. It's in May. It's usually it's the second Sunday in May.
Mhm.
There's an official Instagram, there's an official Twitter. I recently did a fairy cosplay for it was because it fell on Mother's Day weekend. So I did a fairy stream. It was cute. This afro.
Yep.
Nice.
Also, a lot of people know me for my 2B cosplay because my Yora agents are black, and this is the wig that I used for 2B. And I gave A2 braids because why the fuck not? They're androids.
Exactly.
I don't know. Sorry to just completely divert, but my brain also went to Danny Phantom's a magical girl anime too.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts, yeah.
Magical girl.
Danny Phantom.
Well, technically, let's face it, Kingdom Hearts 2 became Magical Girl. Kingdom Hearts 1 didn't have the transformation.
Yeah. Oh my god, with the Valor.
I'm trying to find it. Damn it, fucking called.
All right.
I'm braining. I'm stuck on it.
I got the next question for you. And I know,
Okay.
and I probably know the answer to these already. What was the first instance of you knowing that this was a Magical Girl anime and that you liked it? Your very first Magical Girl anime.
Tokyo Mew. Here, I have to tell the whole story of how I fell in love with Tokyo Mew Mew, how I got pissed off at America because of Tokyo Mew Mew, and then how I became a communist, Tokyo Mew Mew edition. Nah. But my cousin, she's a couple years older than me. She was very much into anime. And I was not allowed to watch Sailor Moon as a kid. My parents saw the transformation scenes and decided there's nudity in this. You can't watch that. I think I was like 4 or 5, I want to say. Yeah, I wasn't allowed to watch it. So, but my cousin showed me Tokyo Mew Mew. And I was like, ooh, this is really fun. And I watched the sub first. Like, I did not watch the dub. I already knew how to read at like 4. So I was able to read the subtitles just fine. So I watched the entire series. I cried. It was so good. All 52 episodes of it. And then, I went on my parents didn't have cable, but they had the 4kids.tv channel. I don't know if any of y'all had that.
The Fox
my
Box.
non-cable girlies out here.
The Fox Box. The Fox Box.
Yep, Foxbox, 4kids.tv. And I saw they had Mew Mew power, and I was like, what the hell? And I also saw, because I had just got into Maja Dojo Do Re Mi. I watched a little bit of that. Like, that show had just come out. Mm-hmm. So I just was watching a little bit of that. I wasn't really super interested in it, but I saw that it was on 4kids.tv, and I was like, oh, okay. Watch Mew Mew Power. The opening starts, and it's not fucking My Sweetheart. And I was like, I hate this. And then they're like, this is Zoe. I was like, I hate this. No. No, they changed, and then I watched. It was I remember distinctly the episode that was airing was the episode introducing Mint, or I think her name was like Chloe or something in the English dub.
It was indeed Chloe.
It was.
I think so.
I hate that I have that right.
Hold on, let me just double check.
I only remember Zoe and Bridget. Bridget was Lettuce's name.
Lettuce.
But anyway, I digress. I don't give a shit what her name is. Her name's Min. So Min, if you watch the original Tokyo Mew Mew series, the whole thing was that her family had issues. There was a Shimura who had killed her parents. Or made her parents unable to attend her dance recital. And her brother kind of stepped in as basically the adult figure in her life, as well as her nanny and butler. And that's why she kind of has a lot of struggles with like communicating with people, because she's just like has to like uphold this family legacy now that her parents aren't around.
So you want to know something funny?
What?
You were kind of close. It wasn't Chloe, it was Corina.
I hate that. But but the English dub changed that. They changed the whole story. So the Kimura just made it that her parents were late to her dance recital, and so she had to dance without them. And now she hates people because her parents missed her dance recital. But her parents are still around. They're just on a business trip. It's like her parents got killed. Like, her parents are dead. This Chimera has caused her trauma. Like, it's a whole arc within the series is that this Chimera keeps coming back and haunting her, and she has to keep fighting it, and she literally keeps getting, like, flashbacks to the day her parents died in the fire that this Chimera animal had caused. But then the English dub's like, no, she just was mad because her parents were late to her dance recital and they didn't get to see her perform.
It's so stupid.
And I was like, deep breaths, little 5-year-old me. I was like, deep breaths.
That's a lot of self-awareness for a 5-year-old.
I was so mad because I was really Tokyo Mew Mew made me fucking cry. Like, it was so good. I was so invested into it. All the characters had such deep storylines. They had such integral, like, interconnections with each other. Like, it's such a good show. And then the English dub instantly was like, nah, we're gonna scrap the entire reason for this character's development as, like, kind of just a snobby, like, stays to herself, secluded kind of person, and just make it that she's just a snob.
See, that's messed up because then that could alter.
The whole reason is she has trauma.
Yeah.
She's traumatized, so she doesn't want to maintain close connections with people because the people she loved died. And they're like, no, she's just a rich snob who is a pretty little princess who lives in her fucking mansion, which she still lives in a mansion in the Japanese sub. Don't get it twisted. She's still rich as hell. At least.
But that detail is pretty important to, like, her character instead of just being like a snob. It's not.
And
like
then I learned that the English dub also cut all 52 episodes down to 16 and stopped the arc at when Ichigo and Aoyama-kun start dating. Which is basically where the entire story starts fucking happening. They basically just gave us the prologue in the English dub. Which is like the first, like, 30 episodes of the Japanese version. So Tokyo Mew Mew's first 30 episodes is like the prologue of the whole story. Kind of like, it's like if they cut Sailor Moon off at when she finds out that the guy is the tuxedo mask.
Oh wow, yeah.
If she's like, oh my god, you're Tuxedo Mask. And that's basically what they did with Tokyo Mew Mew in the English dub, and I was like, huh?
Super offended.
Because that's the whole story is like basically once she starts dating him, he starts getting corrupted by the aliens and becomes an alien, and then they have the whole big fight where they have to literally save the whole fucking world from imploding because the aliens are going to come and destroy the world. He turns out to be like the leader of the alien army, and she has to like fight the love of her life, try to kill him but not kill him, and the whole thing. And then they're like, no, we're not going to have that at all. It's just, they end on them being like, oh my god, we're dating now. Happy ending.
But not really.
I love the passion. I love the passion.
All right, Garnet, you're up next.
What was the question? I was so into her like whole rant. Can you like say the question again?
They literally went on that rant there. Listen, we can respect them on that one. No, you're good.
Sorry.
You're good. Listen, you love Tokyo Mew Mew. We know this.
It's my all-time favorite anime. It is the first anime I ever watched. I watched that before I watched Pokemon.
That's fair. All right.
And I've played Pokemon since I was 3.
That's fair. All right, so Garnet, the question was, what was the first magical girl anime you have seen?
So a lot of people usually think that Sailor Moon was like my first anime, like ever. It actually wasn't. It was Studio Ghibli's My Neighbor Totoro. And I didn't even know like what type of animation this was, but I was drawn to it. And then it wasn't until Toonami, I'm sure everybody's familiar with Toonami, the after school program on Cartoon Network. They had Sailor Moon, and I was like, this looks familiar. This looks like the type of movie that I was watching. And then literally first episode, hooked completely, watched every single episode. Well, not every single episode. It's sort of a similar to Ribbons, where like Toonami basically like had very sporadic like timelines of episodes of Sailor Moon that they would show. So like how she said that it ended at like a pretty abrupt area where like the plot is actually thickening, sort of happened with Sailor Moon, where like it would stop at like the Black Moon Kingdom.
Yeah.
After like Chibiusa is saved and whatever, and they kind of just like would take a hiatus, and then they would sort of like recycle it back from the beginning again. So it wasn't really until like I started it at 7, and then it would like till maybe I was 10. Then Toonami, I guess, decided like we're kind of trying to appeal to a more adolescent, maybe like older teenage audience. Then they decided to show the Sailor Moon arc where
I'll warn
Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
I'll warn that I have not seen all of. I've been watching Sailor Moon Crystal. I think I'm on season 2.
Season 2 technically is the Black Moon Kingdom.
That's yes, where they're fighting like Sapphire and Ruby and stuff
Ruby
like that, and there's the little
Emerald.
girl.
So so not to be too spoilery, but I mean, you could kind of see here that there's like obviously 3 different forms of her.
Yeah, I know. So she's gonna go through many transformations. There's like how many? There's like so many.
So when they started showing those episodes, I was like, holy crap. And then that was from like when I was 13 to like maybe 15. Because then what I didn't know was that they stopped it at this transformation arc because there was a lot of nudity, and they had 3 senshis. They weren't Sailor senshis, but they were a senshi sort, the Starlights. So their whole thing was they were men, but when they transformed into the Starlights, they had like the female like figure. And I guess, in America, this is back in like the 2000s, like believe it or not, like the 2000s wasn't as progressive.
Yeah, trans people didn't exist back then.
Yeah, so it's sort of like, now it's like you're touching along the lines of like...
I'm kidding. Like, I hope that comes off as a joke.
No, but it's true. Like, it pretty much kind of was that, where like that type of stuff is extremely taboo. So I never got to see the end, like the real end, until like maybe almost 9 years ago, because Hulu decided, like, I guess because it got picked up by Viz Media from Peak, and then they're like, well, we're going balls to the wall, we're showing it all. And
balls to the wall, literally.
Yeah, literally, we're gonna show it all. Cardcaptor Sakura was the anime that kind of exposed me to how censorship works in different countries.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
because
with
WB, WB showed Cardcaptor Sakura, but they showed it in random order, almost like it was
the episodes.
episodic.
The episodes were mismatched. I can go into that one.
Yeah,
why?
very, very mismatched. And I watched it. And I'd be like, there would be certain scenes in certain episodes I would be like, why is this happening? This doesn't really make any narrative sense. And then my cousin, who I indirectly got her into Cardcaptor Sakura, she was a lot older than me. And then she did a deep dive on the internet, and she was like, oh, like, there's a reason why they did it the way that they did it here. And there was a lot of censorship because Cardcaptor Sakura's older brother is gay, and he has a relationship with his best friend. Yeah, Yuki. And
I was trying to remember. I know he turns into UA. And then the little boy who ends up being like Sakura's boyfriend, also is attracted to him.
Yeah,
Sakura's
like,
attracted to him. And Tomoyo's undying love, her sapphic energy just cannot be censored out.
Yeah, like it's just, and they tried to play it off like, yeah,
She's literally like, I took pictures of you while you were sleeping, and
It's like,
you're so angelic.
You're gonna stop doing that. Don't take pictures of me while I'm sleeping. That's the one thing you don't do.
I know that you're technically sort of kind of my cousin, but please chill.
Yeah, so it's just like stuff like that, and then that caused me to sort of like look into it, and it just had me like understand that, like, you know, there's a lot of cultural differences in terms of, like, I guess, platonic friendships. Like in Japan, I heard it's normal for girls that are friends to hold hands.
Yep.
Like, and they don't necessarily have to be like in a relationship.
You can kiss your homies. It's not gay.
So, like, stuff like that, like being overly affectionate with your friends and stuff like that. I don't know. But
not gonna lie, I kiss my homies in the gay way, even though it's entirely platonic.
All right.
So yeah, but like stuff like that. So yeah, Sailor Moon first, magical girl anime. Then I started getting into Cardcaptor Sakura. Then I was like Cutie Honey and Magic Knight Ray Earth. And then oh man, once YouTube, oh my god, so many days I've spent on YouTube just like watching
AMVs.
Oh yeah, this was back when, like, what was it, like 300 FPS or whatever, and like it was
360 FPS was HD.
Yeah, like, so yeah, and then you basically had to watch one episode was split into like 3 parts because like I think the most.
That's how I watched Tokyo Mew Mew.
Yeah, I think the most at the time a YouTube video could hold was like maybe like an hour.
No, it was only, I think it was only able to hold like 12 minutes because I remember each episode was like 8 minutes long.
Yeah.
And it was split into 3 parts.
That's how I watched Naruto.
And there was always like that weird like Windows Media Player like Windows Movie Maker flip word art scene being like, hi, this is my username, and then playing the episode.
So many days I spent upset because I get to the 3rd part of one episode and then it's in German and I can't find it.
Or my cousin getting stuff off of the totally legal citrus fruit app that you could program.
He loves LimeWire.
Totally legal citrus fruit program from back in the day. And got me the Hamtaro movie, because Hamtaro, I mean, well, in English, I had watched the English dub of the anime for Hamtaro, but the Japanese version, they made like 8 or 9 movies.
They did. Of
Hamtaro. It's like huge in Japan.
Ooh, before we continue, I gotta bring up my first one that made me realize what magical girl anime was.
Yes, I'm sorry.
And this is a big contrast because it works well with it kind of has the same beliefs in some way as Sailor Moon, but I actually learned about Japanese culture through this one a little bit, especially why people in Japan are able to marry very early in their stages of life, at least back then. But Wedding Peach was one of my first Mahou Shojo anime, and Wedding Peach was actually supposed to compete with Sailor Moon for the SNES game. Because there was a Wedding Peach SNES game, and there was, of course, the Sailor Moon Bishojo Mahou Bishojo SNES game, which, by the way, I have an English translation if anyone ever wants to stream that Sailor Moon RPG on their channel. Yeah, I'm serious.
There was a Tokyo Mew Mew game on the PS2. I never played it, but they actually had a new magical girl, a new Mew Mew added to it.
Say that again. Say that again, Garnet.
Are you for real right now?
Yeah, like, for real. Like, I have the ROM and everything. I can easily do it. I also hacked my Wii specifically for that reason.
Y'all could like rule the world.
But
it's amazing. But
to go into Wedding Peach a little bit, it's wedding themed essentially from the name Wedding Peach. You have Momoko, you have Hinagiku, and you have Yuri, which all 3 of them represent love angels. They have to basically use the love wave and be able to basically save the angels' world from the devils, which Queen Rain Devila rules over, and you have, of course, Aphrodite, the goddess of love. Momoko goes through her own transformation finally one day, finding out that Leone, one of the angels, aka is a big crush that all three of them have, which is a soccer star. They find out one of the angels that work with Aphrodite was actually the soccer star that they were mooning over. That's way later in the anime though, but he's always keeping an eye on them, which is really weird. And then you find out, oh, he's a love angel. That makes sense. The whole anime is completely fun. And also you start noticing little things that fit the wedding theme in the anime. For example, Momoko's family runs a photography shop. You take wedding photos with the photography shop. Yuri's family runs a wedding dress business, which is literally just the wedding dresses themselves. And Hinagiku's family runs a flower shop, which of course, you know, the bridal bouquet. So you see these little details, you're like, wow, these actually work very well in tangent. And these are not bad. And of course, treated in Sailor Moon fashion, like, because this one had the formula of Sailor Moon to it quite often. There would be like a big baddie, slash mini boss, and then their own little subordinates going after the love angels every single time. And when you notice when you notice the mini baddies literally getting their asses whooped, you notice that there's some sort of like they've been slowly creeping up on love. They're slowly understanding what love is in these battles. They're slowly turning, but at the same time, they don't get a chance to actually experience that at the end because they're the enemy, and they get destroyed by Queen Rain Devila because she does not want anyone to experience love, which is really fucked up. But it gets you invested in the anime because it's so dramatic and it's great.
That's what's great about, like, Sailor Moon has a lot of that too, where like through the fights and through like the conflict, you start to see like some of the villains. Some of them, they don't reform or anything like that, but then you'll have that one that's kind of like questioning, you know, like, what exactly am I doing here? Like, what, you know, are we really like supposed to be fighting like these people? Because it seems like they start to find their humanity a bit. And it's kind of, and the dramatic part of it is that sometimes they don't get to that realization, which kind of shows like, you know, not that it's never too late to change, but you know, you don't want to like wait on the change because it might be your last or whatever. I don't know. I just love the drama.
Exactly. And here's the best thing about Wedding Peach that I enjoyed the most. They had the devils were looking for something called the Saint Something 4, which end up becoming the grand weapons for the love angels to use. They are basically looking for a lot of things. You also find out a lot of back history between Momoko and her family and her love interest, which is I forgot his name. It starts with an F. Fuyu something. Hold on. Let me just characters. Just trying to remember his name. Because oh my god. Oh, here we go. Yosuke. So Yosuke Fuma, he was literally like, he would always pick on Momoko quite often, but there was a love interest. There was kind of like the guy that usually picks on the girl, usually ends up falling in love with him. He would always call her like a space head or an air cadet. Oh,
like
airhead.
Like a dumpling head. Like how...
And then they introduced the fourth love angel somewhere in the middle of the series, which is Salvia. And oh my god, Salvia was a bitch in the beginning. I'm not gonna lie, because she was a rich girl. And she was literally like, get the hell away from me, okay? You don't know what you're doing. You guys are wasting time. You kill the devils. That's it. No. And then Momoko was like, no. You don't kill them. You purify them. Please stop doing this. Nope, I'm gonna kill them. That's it. I'm just like, she had no chill. Her weapons were swords. So it was like, I mean, she's not wrong. I mean, you're giving her swords. What do you want to what would you expect what's gonna happen?
Too much work.
Exactly. So Wedding Peach was a big one, but Shugokata was another one.
I mean, there's so many. Like it's like the anime world is so massive.
But yeah, like, Shugokata was another one, which if you remember, it's the eggs that turn you into the person you want to be.
Or Shugochara?
Yep.
Yeah.
That one.
Okay.
I could show you this because, mind you, I have I have the thing on here. Let me remove the static. But, oh, god damn it. Hold on. Internet box is not correcting. Here we go. Done. There we go.
Also, I love this overlay you have. This is really cool.
This was made by Marzi, actually. Marzi the Martian.
Yeah.
Also, this is how Momoko looks in the anime.
I want to watch
She looks
this.
so cute. That looks familiar. I've
so-
probably seen it in passing.
I've seen so many like images of Wedding Peach, like just in like any sort of like magical girl. Like I was a Tumblr girl, so a lot of like the magical girl stuff that I would see on Tumblr would be like Wedding Peach all the time, and I'm like, this is so cute.
And we got it.
Too.
My
here's
favorite
Shigokata.
music. My favorite music genre lately has been magical girl future funk style,
Oh, Future Funks is so fun.
but it's like magical girl themed future funk. So it's like
they have like the sounds of like the.
there's one artist. There's a couple artists who specifically use a lot of Sailor Moon assets in their music. I forget. I can't say the one is like Visualizer or something is the name.
There's
But
like Young Bay too. He's like a DJ. He uses a lot of like Sailor Moon and like magical girl aesthetics. I actually went to a Sailor Moon rave like in December. That was fun.
Ooh, that
That's
sounds
a lot
fun.
of fun. It's a lot of fun. Like it's so much fun, and it played like a lot of like future funk and city pop type of
Yeah,
music.
that whole genre I've really liked, and so I've definitely seen Wedding Peach pictures and like GIFs and stuff in like the YouTube playlists that I find.
And you'll notice that most of them are not from the anime, they're from the video game. For the SNES video game. That's why I was saying, like, at the time when the SNES came out, they started with the Wedding Peach games over the anime. And the Wedding Peach games were just a whole bunch of mini games.
So it's like how Pokemon was like a game and then it became
an anime.
Except here's the funny part. There was no story to Wedding Peach. It was just a whole bunch of mini games. They actually created the story from the game itself, used the characters, and made it really good.
Oh, yeah, that's
Cute.
a lot. It's cute. That's a cute,
Also, we gotta remember Amu Hinamura. We gotta remember Amu in all of these transformations. Like, this was great for Shugochara. It was amazing. Although, mind you, I hated one of the transformations, and it would be Yaya's, because her want to be self is being a baby forever. I'm baby. Like, she takes the quote, I'm baby, as like, I want that for my future. That's it. I'm baby. Done. And her transformation is just her in a onesie with a rattle. I'm just like, this, like,
Oh yeah.
Like-
Sometimes it can get into some weird territory.
I'm like, I'm sorry. Is she just want to be permanently infantized? Is that what this is? No, thank you. I'm not into that ABDL. Please, no. No, thank you. I'm not good.
No, if you guys like light novels, a magical person. Sorry. My alarm is going off. A magical person anime or Mahou Shojo genre light novel. It's I believe that it's not a translation. I think it's the artist is, I want to say is Chinese, but it's called Magical Boy. And it's supposed to be that it's a light novel. I think they have 2 or 3. I think I have it. Do I have it up here? No, I do not. Dang it. I don't have it up here with me. But it's a boy who he starts having weird powers. And he starts learning that his mother is from a long line of magical girls. The problem is, he's trans. He's a trans guy. So he was assigned female at birth. And he's getting all these magical girl powers, but it's causing dysphoria issues because he's a trans guy. Mom is very much like, you're not a boy, you're a girl. Like, just get over it, grow up kind of thing. And he's just like, no, like, this is who I am, please. And it gets a lot into like kind of taking on femininity as a trans guy and kind of morphing it into his own form of like gender identity, which stays like aligned with masculinity, but basically morphing his magical girlness into a magical boy. Because his first transformation, he's in like the frilly tutu dress with the cute heart-shaped wand, pink frills and bows and ribbons and high heels, and he's like, I hate this. This is so uncomfortable. Like he's wearing like a binder, and his binder gets ripped off like in his transformation. He's like, oh, come on, just let me keep that at least. And so, but eventually it turns into like a suit with like a giant cape and like a little tiny frilly like sash is like what the skirt kind of becomes. And he has like a giant like staff, and it's so cute. It's very wholesome, and his whole family, all of his friends are very supportive and are like, yeah, let's go. You're a magical boy. Like, this is so fucking dope. Like, you're basically in an anime or something. And he gets a cute little boyfriend, and it's really adorable.
Boy, that's so sweet.
All right.
Yeah.
Next question.
I kind of spoiled the whole entire novel, but like...
Next question. What is your favorite transformation in a Mahou Shojo anime? Favorite transformation?
Ooh, I mean, I try to say other than Sailor Moon because like I'll like talk Sailor Moon to death. Although it's not a transformation per se, I do like how Cardcaptor Sakura would call upon, like, she has like the incantation circle.
I got you. Hold on.
Around her, and then the wand would come out. That I always found that very, very cool because Cardcaptor Sakura sort of was like a bit of like alchemy sort of magic mixed with like
I like that she
tarot.
always had different outfits.
Yeah, that were made by her very, very affectionate cousins.
Her very much not girlfriend.
Yeah, but it's like, I really liked how it kind of had like a different type of magic where it was more like alchemy and tarot. That right there, like that is really, like that part, the circle, that one was really cool. Like I found that to be very like, I don't know, like it was like it feels like you're watching like a Magic the Gathering.
Yeah.
I've never played Magic the Gathering, but like, you know, like look at that spin. It like plays to her like athleticism also because she's like a baton twirler. Like stuff like that. I love the Clow wand more than her the Star wand. I always thought the Clow was interesting. Because it also is kind of like she was a witch too. Because like it would grow wings, and it was like she was flying on a broom. I always found like more witchcrafty type of magic to be very interesting. And then like Lee Shouran, like his type of magic was more like alchemy sort of, which was really cool. And I like recently watched Full Metal Alchemist, so like I found that type of magic like very, very interesting. Brotherhood. Yeah.
There we go.
Very, very good.
The original one,
like,
the anime one is also good too, because technically speaking, the only reason
Full Metal Alchemist could be a magical girl anime too, sort of.
It can.
I mean, you know.
It can. It has the magic part in it, which technically is not magic, it's science, but still that science is like a science of magic in itself.
But when you look, I was going to say, when you look into like alchemy, it's sort of like how they were able to explain science.
Yep.
At the time.
All right, Ribbon, favorite transformation.
See, I'm trying to decide. Because, see, I mean, it's definitely one of the Tokyo Mew Mew transformations. But I'm rewatching the Tokyo Mew Mew new transformations to see if I like this one more.
I guess I could show you one of mine. So I'm going to choose a Wedding Peach one. I can actually show them pretty... So here's the thing. And this is the thing that pisses me off about Wedding Peach. They had a season 2 getting ready, where they got their memories back. They kind of pulled the memory reformation after the first season was done, like they did in Sailor Moon, but they did it in the second season. And the thing that pissed me off so much, we only got 4 episodes of the second season, and they canceled the whole show. And I was not having it. I was so pissed. You have no idea how pissed off I was. I was angry.
Life of a weeb.
Like, here you go.
I'm trying to think.
Life of a weeb is hard, man. Especially in America. It's so hard to be a weeb because it's like the powers that be, which is television corporations, do not allow you to leave out this shit.
By the way, they have 2 transformations, the wedding dress transformation and then the fighter angel transformation.
This I've seen so many videos of, like in parties or like in the Sailor Moon rave, they had like this right here. Like just sequences of just magical transformations and just like.
Oh, I definitely know that clasp. I've seen that
another
clasp.
magical girl anime that I was pretty into that I liked the transformation was Princess Tutu.
Oh, I remember Princess Tutu.
I've seen like a few episodes of that. I tried to get into it and then I just...
It's one of those animes where you have to like pay attention because it's sort of like the plot could be a little tricky if you're not paying attention. But
That made my brain just have a...
growing up, like it kind of felt like as a girl, like if you wanted to be taken seriously, you had to like suppress all of that.
So I had Anime Network to watch this because... So I got lucky and got to see the whole Wedding Peach seasons go through with no problem.
That's awesome. You had like on demand.
Yep, like I had on demand, so that saved me from so much. There's that bitch Salvia who just said, "Fuck them hoes, I'ma kill them."
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes some of these villains in these magical girl animes, sometimes they be having you root for them sometimes. They're just so fierce.
She was so
The
simple.
Sailor Moon, especially the Sailor Moon villains, so fierce. So fierce.
See, I can't decide for my favorite transformation. It's either going to be original Mew Lettuce transformation. I love that transformation. Or the new Mew Ichigo transformation. But I also love the original Mew Ichigo transformation.
Let's see what I can find. Oh, look, they got the comparison right here.
Yeah, you can watch both of them. Honestly, watch both of them. They're both very cute. And I love the... Oh, wait. See if maybe they'll just do one after the other. I don't know if it's doing audio on top of it.
It is doing audio.
I don't mean to be a damper, but I do have to call my mother.
They use the same song, so...
Yeah.
So I may have to leave a little early because my mother called her.
All right, not a
Okay.
problem. How long,
I'm so sorry. It's like she's like saying it's an emergency. So
all right, no problem. I'll keep you on loop. If anything, I'll keep you with the camera on the fuzz. And as soon as you're done talking to your mom of the emergency, depending on how severe it is, you just come back in and nothing venture, nothing crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, we've had this happen before. You're all good.
Okay, I get so like, cause like my mom just doesn't understand sometimes.
No,
like,
no worries.
It's okay.
You're
It's
good.
understand. I
I'm
understand.
gonna keep your camera covered for now, so you can take care of business. Okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
No problem.
Yeah.
Just
All right.
hold up.
There we go.
See, so you're all good.
Yeah.
You may want to mute yourself though, so we don't hear the conversation.
Done. I muted.
Are you muted on Discord?
You might have. You can probably right click and click mute on her.
Yeah, I'll do that so that way her conversation doesn't get like.
Yeah.
Hello.
You just gotta click mute.
Yeah.
Are you? Oh, so you needed to buzz it?
I'm just gonna do that because I think she started the conversation. I don't want like anyone to hear her private conversation.
Yeah,
yeah.
do it real quick.
Here's the We're gonna start the lettuce one all over.
She's still muted. She's not muted on Discord.
I server muted her.
Oh, I don't see a symbol. Oh, there we go. Now I see it.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, Mew Lettuce. I love her. The secondary transformation is the one on the this side. No, this side, because my camera's flipped for some reason on your screen. So on this side is the old transformation. On this side is the new transformation.
Yep.
I love Tokyo Mew Mew too much. It's just it holds a very, very particular spot in my heart. But Lettuce's transformation, I love the music and I love the way that they've done it. And then with Ichigo's, like, I like the changes that they did in Mew Mew New, and I like the homage they made to the original with like some of the ways that they showcased the transformation. They made them a lot faster, I feel like, but
I can see that. I'm looking at the transformations now.
I love the tail and then the hands. And see, she does the little like poop in the new one. Yeah.
All right. Let me message Garner to say I just server muted.
Yeah, no, that's no problem.
Okay, so we saw some of the transformations, but now this is where we're gonna go into the good stuff.
It actually looks like she might be back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna turn the camera on. Oh, there we go. All
yeah,
good.
I see her saying I'm back. You just gotta unmute her.
Yep. All right, I've unmuted you. I just wanted to make sure your question. I wanted to make sure everything was on privacy with you and your personal biz.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Hey, you're all good. Listen, we eat on stream, okay? This is a casual conversation talk, so.
Okay, good. I was like, I hope my food was ready too. I was like, damn. I'm like, I hope he doesn't judge me for eating on stream.
I make this clear. If you need to eat on stream,
you must starve.
How dare you do this? You must starve for the content.
Starve for the views.
No, I eat on stream too, and I tell people, listen, do you want me dead or do you want me alive? Do you want me to entertain or do you want me to be a bitch? Which one?
I get hangry. I usually sometimes will start my stream late because I have to eat something. It'll be like not a fun time if I'm hungry.
Exactly. All right. So we went to transformation scenes.
Mm-hmm.
The next thing I'm going to go over is saddest moments in your favorite Mahou Shojo anime.
Are we allowed to just make you guys watch the scenes or no?
We can do that. We can do that right now.
It would be a huge spoiler for Tokyo Mew Mew.
Oh, is it okay to watch spoilers? If you're gonna show the clip, I'll pick one that's not like a spoiler. It's just like an episode that made me cry.
Yeah, because see, I mean, mine's gonna be like all Tokyo Mew Mew stuff.
I mean,
the one.
Or do you want to start, Ribbon? I'm sorry.
You can start. I'll find the clip and see if I can find one that's like not gonna just like.
The first episodes that ever were to make me cry was in Sailor Moon. It was in the first season. One of the villains, Nephrite. He's one of the characters I was talking about, where through their conflict, he starts to discover his humanity, and he discovers it because he meets Sailor Moon's best friend, Naru, or Molly in the English dub.
Molly.
And they start to develop a relationship, and Usagi, she obviously is trying to tell her you can't be with this guy. Right there. Okay. And then, but then she'd have to out that she's Sailor Moon. One of the henchmen starts to kind of see that he's not someone that can be trusted really. Mm-hmm. And this scene happens where she knows that something's up with him. She doesn't know exactly what, but she knows that something's up with him that he can't tell her. But she's like, I don't care. I love you. And then it made me cry because he promised her that they were going to go on a date Sunday. And then Zoisite just destroys him, right in front of her. And what made this so sad was because, she just watches him die. And the said she couldn't do anything, and they just let her have her moment. I'm getting emotional just looking at it right now. It's so tragic. It's because I think in Sailor Moon, Mercury, and Mars' eyes, like they see that, you know, he wasn't fully a bad person. He was, you know, there was a good chance that Naru might have been able to change him. And, you know, he never gets that moment. And it's like just so sad. And I think they just felt so helpless, you know. They couldn't do anything for her. They couldn't do anything for him. And sometimes in that situation, like all you could do is just like cry and just, you know, just let her be in that moment. Like that right there is so sad. Like, just
even the scouts are crying in the process of this. This was just heartbreaking.
Because it's heartbreaking, and like, you know, that's like such good like writing. Like sometimes like there is no happy ending. Sometimes there's like nobody in these type of conflicts. Like there's really no winner. Sometimes. And
okay.
Like, that like made me cry. Like I was like 7 years old, like just like tearing, like, you know, and you know, like, it was like, it wasn't like sad. It was like, it's like, you know, it just, I like things that make me feel. I always say like I like to feel things. I don't know if that makes sense. Like I love feeling things and feeling emotions because I feel like that's just what makes us human, you know.
I mean, that's important, though, like, to feel these emotions, because if you don't, then you end up just holding everything inside, and then you just become bitter at the end of the day. You don't want to be bitter.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be bitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the scene that I wanted to pick falls in line kind of with yours. Because Nephrite was a villain, right? Yeah. So mine is also a villain death. So Kishu. The main villain, so Kissu, all one word, Kishu.
Got it.
Death. Yeah, it's gonna say death Japanese. That's probably the best quality you're gonna find of it.
That's fine. Got it.
So Kishu, his whole purpose is that he's an alien. He's the one who makes all the Chimera animals. He causes all of the conflict that Tokyo Union goes through. He also has this weird affection towards Ichigo. He spends the entire show, literally his first interaction with her is like, "Hi, cutie," and just kisses her. And she's just like, "Excuse me, I did not ask for this." And so she hates him for like the entire series. He starts kind of coming around to being like, you know what? So that's Deep Blue, who is Ichigo's boyfriend, transformed into the bad guy, who's supposed to be like his Kishu's leader. Kishu's whole reason is that he's trying to take over Earth to basically re-inhabit it because his home planet has been destroyed and is no longer habitable. So his whole plan is to make Earth habitable for his species. They have like an incubation chamber of his whole family, like cryogenically frozen until they can find a new place to live. And he's the one who's supposed to find like a new planet for them to live on. And he finds Earth and says, wow, this is pretty close to like my home planet. I could probably make a few like changes to the oxygen levels here and it'll be habitable for my family.
And
so that would mean killing off the human species.
Yep.
Ichigo obviously has to fight against this. And Deep Blue has promised, I will help you inhabit Earth and I will help you take over Earth so that your family can live here. In this moment, Deep Blue is about to kill Ichigo, and Kishu steps in and says, no, don't kill her. I got you. You can play it, yeah. But he's like, please wait, I can take care of this. And then he steps in. I don't know if we're gonna just sit and watch it, but like I cried when I watched this because this is also like episode like 50 of the series. This is like near the end of the series, but she's immediately like, wait, what the hell? Wait, you're gonna actually fucking kill me? Because he constantly is like, oh, you're like my little plaything. I don't want to hurt you, but like I just gotta get you out of the way so I can do my job.
It's sort of like, just let me do this, just kind of play along, because like, you know,
yeah.
Don't think
he like just gets her out of the way, but then he realizes he's like, actually, I'm gonna kill you. Don't touch her. All you want is to make this planet your own.
It's so funny how you knew to ask that question, because of course, strong.
Yeah.
Of course, there's episodes that'll make you cry. That's another thing that makes the Shojo is that there has to be at least one episode that makes you cry.
But see, he's like, I lost, and you just see him get thrown aside. And then this is up for a lot of debate. But this whole scene, this part, I was like, oh my god, they can't. Cause she's hated this man. But he just tried to save her.
It's like the maiden trope.
It's been a while, kitty. He constantly called her kitty, cutie, whatever. And then he constantly was like, no one can fight her. Only I can fight her because I like her.
Yeah, that's his way of showing affection because he probably never had those feelings before and never And it sucks because it's by the time he realizes these feelings, it's already too late. And
Yeah. The time he's like, you know what? The final moment where she's like, maybe possibly could reciprocate his feelings.
Mm-hmm.
He said it's debated based off of. I mean, obviously, it's kind of hard to read anime flaps, but according to a lot of fan speculation, what he says there is, "I love you."
Oh, so it goes silent. It's one of those where
because he's basically choking, he can't say it, but he mouths it to her, Aishiteru, and then dies. And so she's just like, she's like, well, shit.
It's gonna be very difficult.
And then right after this, she has to kill her boyfriend.
Yeah, no, magical anime is not like kitty shit. They get existential with it, y'all. There's elements of death and questioning your place in the world and questioning
So I have to go to one of my sites to find this one because Wedding Peach is such an old anime.
Oh yeah, one of your totally legal, accessible sites.
No, it's totally fine. No one has to know. Everything's fine.
Oh my god, I remember using what's it called? The one anime. What's the one website I use?
There's Kiss Anime.
I didn't use Kiss Anime. I used it was deep. It's Deep Blue Dark Anime something dot net or something.
What are you saying?
Don't worry. I've chosen a fitting place for you.
So to explain the situation, Momoko has finally accidentally revealed her identity to Wedding Peach has revealed her identity to Yosuke by accident because she has to save Yosuke, which Pluie was using as a hostage during the situation. And at this point, Pluie's henchman has finally joined Peach's side because they purified him back into they turned a minion basically into their little mascot now, which is always a cute thing, little Jamapee. But Pluie has now failed Rendevilla so many times to the point where now she comes out of nowhere and says, if you're going to prove your loyalty to me, you're going to also risk your life in this process too. And Pluie ends up doing something completely out of character, which means that he's realized a little too late he's been touched by the love wave as well. So, here we go.
Pluie, you must be the most pathetic.
I like that he slept through it. He got zapped down.
I wish I could sleep like that. God damn, I would love to be able to sleep like that. That is so... I know, I'm an asshole.
I would love to know. That's fine. But yeah,
I would love to be able to sleep like that.
But yeah, that one got me. Because I'm like, oh shit, he did get hit by the love wave, didn't he? Okay, cool. Because
the one. Oh, sorry.
So, because the reason why that happened was because he also had a mini boss working under him, which went by the name of Aquafel. Aquafel literally died in front of him because Rendevilla deemed her as useless. So he was already in love with the minion to begin with. and seeing that he started to slowly realize, oh, so she's gonna pretty much treat me useless like this situation, and she noticed that I was loving her already, so that's why she kills her. So that's why it was slowly like breaking down into his head.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Conflict. Yeah. It's that internal conflict of the villains. I think that's why it's usually like a villain death is pretty sad.
Yeah.
I think we can
because they usually can see how good spirited and like the reasons why the magical girls are doing what they're doing.
Exactly.
And they start to kind of come around to being like, you know what, maybe this isn't what I should be doing. Like, not like so much of the time you see them and they're like, this is maybe you shouldn't be what I'm doing. Even in anime where like the villain doesn't see that, you always feel some sort of sadness for what the villain's going through.
I read somewhere that said like a villain is just someone whose story hasn't been told yet.
Yeah.
Which is true.
Or even
and that's why we're getting Disney villain stories now.
Or even that their story is being told in the wrong way. Like, it's being misconstrued. Like, Kishu is clearly a villain, but the whole reason is that his whole species is going extinct, and
like there's
he has an entire race of like his family. Like he has siblings, he has his parents, all of them, and then the entire rest of the species, an entire planet's worth of living beings, he's responsible to find a new place for them to live. And this little girl with cat ears is in the way.
For Wedding Peach, Raindevila literally had her heart broken by an angel. That's why she makes it her mission now at this point to basically take over the angel realm that hurt her so badly.
Yeah.
It's just like, and there's another villain in Sailor Moon that sort of has like, where you get more of their side and like why they are the way that they are. Also shows that, you know, people like...
and some of it is they're being manipulated.
Yeah, nobody's really inherently evil.
Yeah.
There's a reason, there's a motive behind their madness.
I think that's also what I really like about the genre, is that it kind of humanizes a lot of the people that, like, in traditional anime, they're just like, this is the pure epitome of evil. There's no good in this at all. Whereas, like, I've yet to see a magical girl anime where something was like, this is pure evil.
Yeah.
Like, there's no redeeming qualities to this being. They have to be eliminated at all costs. There's always, like, either the main character has, like, a wait a second, or the audience is given a wait a second, hold on here. We maybe should look at this a little deeper. Like, even like the miscellaneous monsters in like Tokyo Mew Mew, for example, they're all like animals that are being possessed to be vile, and it's usually based off of their creation is, or their what they form into is usually based off of some form of neglect, like street rats who've been kicked into the gutters. Yeah, then they turn volatile and fight back, kind of thing.
All right, I got something for you right now. I'm gonna ask this question. This is the perfect time to ask this question. Yeah. Which Mahou Shoujo anime you felt changed the narrative of the Mahou Shoujo genre?
I think we both have the same answer, I feel like.
I'm just gonna look at you and slow blink and ask you, what do you think?
What do you think?
You want me to say it? I'll say it.
How about we count to three and we'll say it at the same time?
Yeah.
Imagine
3,
don't say the same
2, 1. Madoka
Magica. Yes,
I'm actually kind of disappointed.
I'm mad at that. There's like a weird amount of hatred for the Madoka Magica series and like magical girl fandom, and I'm like, how?
I thought it was amazing.
Yeah.
Because honestly, it never really dawned on me that like having a power that like that, it only makes sense that it would come with some form of a consequence.
Mm-hmm. And oftentimes it does, but we're not really given any grievance or thought to it.
No.
Like,
and here's the thing: many of the Mahou Shoujo anime. Oh, sorry.
Like oftentimes the consequence that they'll give to like the main character of the magical girl anime is, oh, I can't tell my true love who I really am. But like that's not the only cost. Like they have family. Like they can't tell, they have to keep this secret. And usually their powers are also stemmed from some personal belonging, you know? So it's like there's some personal connection to their powers for the most part that I've seen in almost any magical girl anime.
I think
with Madoka, what made it interesting was that they sort of had to like in Yuki.
Yeah, it was a sacrifice.
There was like a sacrifice, and then sometimes I think, and especially at that age that these characters are in, is like they're young, they're impulsive. They don't really understand
the consequences.
Like, the consequences, and that it's costly.
There's a big thing I want to.
In a way, yeah. Sorry.
There's a big thing I want to bring up that's actually very important. We see these limitations in the current Mahou show, and before Madoka Magica, we see these limitations to begin with. There was for example, Sailor Moon, biggest one. Literally, she has sacrificed her life on many of occasions because the power became too overwhelming, but it needed to be overwhelming to stop the villain. Ergo, what happened at the end of season 1 of Sailor Moon where she loses her memories. There's other situations with wedding. There's another
so Pluto and Saturn, they both have limitations to their powers.
Yep. Wedding Peach, they had the same issue with the memory issues that happened. Shugo Chara, they had to literally forget all their transformations just to get back into them again because of a final evil. I'm pretty sure even in Tokyo Mew Mew, they had that moment of like the limitation of their power has finally hit that brink. And
they had to, the end of Tokyo Mew Mew, to completely spoil the ending, basically they had to use all of their power to the point that they lose their abilities entirely. And they're all just like, and they literally sit there and are just like grieving the fact that they no longer have this connection. That's like a good solid, like the last like 5 minutes of the anime is just like, damn, we went through all of this together and now it's just gone. And nobody knows about what we've done. Now we have to go back to our families and just pretend this never happened. We have to just move on. And it kind of turns into a little bit of a, that's what you have to do. Yeah.
And here's another thing to add into this quotation right now. This is where Madoka Magica kicks in and actually shocks the genre a little bit, kind of flips it upside down. It makes you think about the situation a little bit more in the practical sense as opposed to the more optimistic sense. And when I see things like what happened to Mami Tomoe, which was literally I think that shocked the hell out of a majority of people. We're like, they're magical girls and they're going to be alive and they're going to work together like a Sentai team. It's going to be great. Nope.
Yeah, no.
The power of friendship only goes so far. And with Mommy's situation, it shows that even having friendship, which she didn't really have friendship, she was kind of on her own. She took on she had found 2 people who might eventually become magical girls, but she was on her own.
But it was also
caused her own demise.
But it was the fact that now she felt she wasn't going to be alone that gave her that hope. The second she would dare hope to finally not be alone anymore, Charlotte comes in and bites her head off. And the worst part about it is, I don't know
if y'all seen if you've seen the movie either. The flip side of that is that Charlotte, on the other hand, is also, the main thing is also that I think you're probably going to get into that with looking at Madoka Magica, but also all of the villains that they're fighting.
They were formerly magical girls.
They were magical girls who've been corrupted because of their loss.
It makes it so tragic. And then you start to see it happen in one of them.
Yeah, you watch it happen in Sayaka.
Which she's my favorite one, by the way, and that kind of kills me.
You watch it happen in Sayaka, you watch it happen in Homura as well in the movie.
At some point you saw it with Mommy, where literally in one of the timelines, she literally kills the hell out of her own teammates, finding out that that's where witches come from.
Mommy just fucking murders all of them. She learns that their souls are gone and that their souls are being controlled by Kyubey, and she decides to just shoot down everybody and shoot herself. She's like, we're done. We're all gonna fucking die.
That show also gave me like a sense of helplessness, because it's like you're on the outside watching, like you said, like one of them, like you literally are just watching her lose her mind because she thought that if she became a magical girl, she could like win the affections of that boy who's in the hospital.
It was because her sacrifice was heal him.
Yeah, but it didn't mean that meant that he was going to fall in love with her.
Yeah. She thought that would make him fall in love because he would have his arm. He would be able to play music again. And turns out that was not what he was.
Because
that was not what tied him. The reason that she was able to be so close to him was kind of because he was tied to that hospital bed.
Which I'm gonna be very honest. I hate that fucking scene so much. It pissed me off to no end. Because listen, accidents happen, and quite frankly, things happen. And as much as I hate to say it, that is life when it comes to it, because we have no control over an accident happening or something going on.
You're right.
But for the person,
you're young,
I know when you're
young.
Yeah, when you're young, it sucks. But here's the thing that got me even more pissed up. Why would you take it out on the one person that's trying to connect with you and actually keep you there? I understand he felt it was pity, but at the same time,
he felt it was pity, and also it's kind of in a way he felt it wasn't even just pity. He thought she was kind of mocking him because
the orchestral music.
This is what you can't do. Look at all this that you really want to do, but you physically can no longer do.
But there are people that have relationships like that.
Yep.
You know? Like you can't, it just goes to show that like you can have all this affection and love for somebody, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they can love you, that they're going to love you back.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't, and love like that shouldn't be conditional. That's not how it works.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's where she kind of fell.
Yeah.
I mean, she was also 13, so it makes sense why she just was like, yeah.
And when you're 13, everything's a fucking big deal, and everything's the end of the world.
Hence why Kyubey said that middle school girls that are up to this age are useful for their emotions, because this is the most emotional part. They're the most emotional part. This is the most emotional
point of their life, and they're the most willing to give up something because they don't know what the cost is. And I mean, even with like Madoka's eventual giving up to become a magical girl, like that is a whole devastating thing. And then to turn around and have Homura share like details of how her time travel worked, Kyubey starts thinking, so Madoka gets more powerful the more that you tie the fate to her. And that's what leads into the movie. I don't know if y'all have seen the Madoka Magica movie.
Rebellion, yeah.
Rebellion?
Rebellion.
You've seen Rebellion? I think it's been long enough Rebellion's been out. I mean, Tokyo Mew has also been out for years. It made me think about like an idea. It just made me think something that I never thought before. And like Madoka, literally her decision to be a magical girl was literally watching mommy get her head chopped off. And then she was kind of like, okay. So like she didn't really even get a chance to really like sit and like process the decision. She felt that it was an obligation at that point because there's no one else to step in. Yep. And that's when Sayaka stepped in, and then she watched Sayaka destroy herself. And then Kyoko also died to try to sacrifice herself for Sayaka, which is even more tragedy. And then she sees all that Homer has done. She's like, I need to pay you back for this. And she's like, no, the whole reason I'm doing this is to keep you alive and to keep you from becoming like this. And she's like, well,
no winners. There was just no winning.
By the way,
which is why,
the Madoka Magica stuff is not over yet.
Okay.
We have a whole new set which actually introduces our 5 favorite girls in it, but It also introduces another wave of magical girls, and we're talking about another 12.
Is that the
Magical
one that's going to
Index.
be based off the...
Yes.
That scared me. Hi, goat.
Not during
my
not
God.
during the podcast. Jesus Christ.
Wait, were you talking about the like magical index?
Yes, Magical Index.
That's the mobile game, right?
Yes, but it has an anime with 2 seasons now.
Yeah, they're making an anime with it. Or did they already come out with it?
It already came out with it. All 2 seasons are out now. So you have more Madoka Magica stuff to watch. Magical Record.
Oh, fun.
Damn it.
Good to know.
God damn it. I knew Magia Record, I believe, was the anime.
Yep.
Or not the anime, the mobile game.
Which now is also the
magical
anime.
index, and my brain's like a certain magical index.
That's the one I got
I'm
mixed
like,
up
what?
with. And
I was like,
season 3 came out
Like
this year. I
Railgun.
gotta watch that then. Now I gotta catch up.
Railgun and Magical Index are not magical, girl. they kind of fit into like the superhero-esque sort of nature with like focus on like femininity and stuff, but like I wouldn't put that in magical girl category. They don't transform.
That's fair.
They just have powers.
All right. Now you gotta choose your. Now this is the last question for all you guys before we go into the tier list. Yes, there's a tier list.
Oh boy.
There's a whole tier list. So you'll be ready for that. But my last question is, who is your favorite magical girl?
I'm not even going to say it.
Just say it. Just Moon herself?
Oh, well, like all the Senshi, but like my favorite Senshi of all time is Saturn, because I love Pluto too, just because their powers are their powers are limited. And I find that to be, and it's like her powers, like Pluto's powers based on time,
Yep.
and Saturn's powers are based on death, and like those are the very two things that are like unavoidable in terms of like humanity and like being alive. Like time is limited, and you cannot escape death. So plus their weapons are really cool.
But would you
But
kind
yeah,
of
but I
want
love
to
it.
escape death? Just escape it a little bit? Just be like,
I think it's also like, I think when you learn more about Sailor Saturn, like you start to like really respect like her power that she holds.
I do, but goddamn, it's overkill.
It's a bit overkill, but it's sort of because it's like a play on like the Grim Reaper and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, the
Ooh,
end.
We got a comment. Earth Defense Club. I know what that is.
I would say... Oh, sorry.
Like,
Yes, Earth Defense Club.
The Mahou
Hey,
Shojo from
I
Red.
like him. I like you.
I would say my favorite magical girl. Okay. Either Homura from Mahou Shoujo Madoka Magica or Pudding from Tokyo Mew Mew.
Pudding. Oh my god.
I love Pudding. She's pure.
It's
She
just
is
so funny, 'cause
perfect.
I'm just imagining you just being like, I love pudding. And like you just have like
Pudding is perfect in every way. She is,
that it closed my door. I realized it was open.
and I feel like of all the characters in Tokyo Mew Mew, she has the most to lose, and it's why she does so much. She is so she's like the eldest sibling of her family of like 8 kids. Her parents, I think both of her parents are either away on like a business trip or they've passed away. But basically she's the caretaker for all of their kids, and she's like 10.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Being like a 10-year-old in charge of all of your siblings, 8 of them, literally from like a year below her down to like infancy, like just a little over a year old is like the youngest kid. And she has to take care of all of them. She has like someone who is kind of like a nanny sort of helping, like, you know, bring the kids to school, but she's mainly like she's the person who takes care of income for the kids. So she does all like the street performing and stuff. That's how they find her, is she's street performing. And she uses her powers as a monkey to perform like more acts in order to get more money. And then she gets the job with the cafe once she becomes a Mew Mew to earn more income. So literally, like, they're like, oh, we're not going to pay you for this. And she's like, actually, I really need to be paid. Look at my family. I need to feed my 8 siblings. And they're like, oh, shit. Actually, yeah, we'll pay you specifically. So she gets paid to be a magical girl, which I think is a girl boss move. And when the powers are all gone, she literally is like in tears. She's like, what am I going to do? Like, I have nothing now. And her siblings had no idea she was doing all of, like, trying to save the fucking world on top of working a cafe, on top of being a street performer, on top of trying to put food on the table. And then now the biggest part of her life is gone. So now her street performing is back to just basic spinning dishes on sticks, and the cafe job is basically done. Saving the world is done. And her siblings are now just like, damn. What do we do? Like,
all right.
I that's why I like pudding.
All right, I got you on this one. So mine's a tie as well. So my third place.
I'm gonna run the bathroom. I'm listening now.
Gotcha. So my third place would be Sailor Mercury. I like the intelligence out of her a lot.
Are you a Virgo?
I'm sadly not. I mean, I technically like Venus over Mercury, to be fair. If
You're a Libra.
No. I usually like Venus over everything because I'm a Taurus. And
I only ask because I know they're astrological signs.
Yeah,
because I'm insane.
my favorite scout is Venus out of the Sailor Moon Senshi, and I would like to cosplay her, but there's someone else that's such a huge fan of her, so I'm like, I'll go with my second choice, which is Mercury. I don't mind.
Why can't you both be Venus though?
We're trying to actually we're all trying to do like one of each for like a group at some point.
Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say, I thought it was one of those situations because, you know, some people be in cosplay, they be like really petty like that. Yeah. Like they be thinking like they have ownership over.
Yeah.
Anyway,
we'll continue. But my main tie would be between Love Angel Lily from Wedding Peach, because she's very graceful, very demure, but then also when you see her get pissed off after she breaks that graceful facade, you see her get pissed off. Oh my god, it's hilarious. And I'm just like, I usually know how to keep it together, but when I'm pissed the fuck off, I'll go off. And also, I will go on an eating binge as well, because I will just be that mad. I'm like, let me not say some shit. Let me just stuff this donut. Just, you don't want to hear my mouth right now. Just shut the... Nope. I'm just going to have these crepes and we're good too. But my second will be Sayaka Miki. I liked Sayaka a lot. As much as I hate the bullshit that happened to her, I've never seen, like, I kind of was in a time where I felt just as broken like that, where I felt like, wow, I'm just going to keep doing these things because at the end of the day, people just want to see me suffer at this point. And I was at that point in my life. So it was kind of like, I like Sayaka for the mere fact that it was explained properly, and now I knew better not to actually keep going self-destructive on myself, just for other people to enjoy my magic in that case. And
see, I kind of liked Homura for similar reasons.
Yeah, so that's kind of where it went down to. But again, I would choose Yuri over Sayaka only for the mere fact that the mannerisms are there. I know how to stay calm with a lot of stressful things. But at the same time, I'm just like, if I'm pissed off, I'm going to eat something and you're not going to like it.
See, I like to revel in chaos, and that's what I liked out of Homura. At least at the end of Rebellion, just being like, I can't have you? Okay.
Nobody can.
We'll let the world burn.
She pulled a Life is Strange.
See, like, that's, like, real, like, teenage, like, petty shit. Like, for real, like, I honestly think, like, if teenagers...
That's boss bitch shit. Like, that's girl boss shit. That's teenage girl boss shit.
If you can't love me like Homer, I don't want it.
She's like, I can't have the cutest, pinkest girl in the world. She's gonna be a goddess.
I can't have the
I'll be
main
Satan.
character.
She's like, you're gonna be the goddess of the world. All right, I'll be the devil.
All right, guys, we're here. We're here.
Tier list.
But before we do that, I have
the first tier list I've been active in. So this is actually really awesome.
So before we go into this, I have 2 fun facts about Madoka Magica. It was not the first anime to shake up the magical series. The first one that actually shaked it up was Utakata.
I've heard of that.
I've seen, like, I wouldn't say that it was the first. I'm pretty sure they've experimented with that sort of genre.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Utakata was the stepping stone for that one. That was the main one that started this.
The internet when did it come out?
Came out,
curious.
if I remember correctly, somewhere between 2005 and 2007. This was way before Madoka Magica even released.
I wonder
about the manga for Madoka Magica.
I wonder why, like, is it known in Japan? It's just one of those things that just never, like, it came over here.
So, remember how I said that this anime was trying to shake the magical genre? It did it in a Madoka Magica-esque sense, but it didn't do it well enough. It was only 13 episodes long.
So it walked so Madoka could run.
Yes.
Yeah, it did it, and everyone was like, nah.
No, it wasn't necessary. It was a canon event.
Yep.
If that didn't exist, we probably wouldn't have had Madoka.
Hey, it's just like if 9/11 didn't happen, we wouldn't have 50 Shades of Grey.
Wait, what?
That?
I didn't even know about that.
So 50 Shades of Grey. So I'll backpedal. So 50 Shades of Grey is a fan fiction of the Twilight Saga.
Is it really?
Yes. E.L. James literally had written the whole thing on like Wattpad and like fanfiction.net and released it like with Edward and Bella's names and then just swapped them out for Christian and Anastasia.
Oh God,
and then
stop. My brain can't take this right now. What the?
See that though, just because
the Twilight Saga was written by Stephanie Meyer after she had a dream about sitting in a meadow with a vampire, and that was Edward, and that's why she wrote the Twilight Saga. The entire first book of the Twilight series was written while she listened to My Chemical Romance, and that's the inspiration for a lot of the books and the whole series is her listening to My Chemical Romance. She said that's what got her through the series.
Nope.
My Chemical Romance was formed based off because of 9/11, because Gerard Way's reaction to 9/11 was to make a band.
My head hurts just from that was a lot of information in the last 30 seconds. Oh my God.
That's like one of those butterfly effect things. Like, imagine if you...
The 9/11, if 9/11 didn't happen, we wouldn't have My Chemical Romance, we wouldn't have the Twilight Saga, and we wouldn't have 50 Shades of Grey.
God damn, that
I
hurts.
only that'd be kind of... I mean, I wasn't crazy about Twilight, so it wouldn't be... But
See, I'm in like 6 different Twilight fan groups on Facebook. I'm in the Twilight shit posting, Twilight sewer posting. I am one of the ratties. Yeah, the sewer is for things that are too shitty to be on the main page. Usually
that is hysterical.
Like we have certain we made memes such as, what if Edward used Bella's Diva Cup as a shot glass?
Stop. No. Oh God.
Ribbon. What's for me later?
Oh God.
It's
fucking funny.
We are vile little disgusting gremlins who dig through the garbage and roll around in it and just revel in chaos. And that is all of the memes. We have like, there's the one meme, someone did the Rock'em Sock'em, like, boxing gloves.
Like
Sock'em boppers.
And it's the soccer boppers, and it's Edward sitting there as if you could fight me off.
I love stuff like that.
All right, so let's start this tier list.
So this
Yes.
tier list though. All
This tier
Powerpuff
list,
Girls
though.
G is on there. I see that. I was not a fan, but I tried to be a fan of it.
All right, so let's start
I
this off
respect
first.
it for existing.
So let's
Yes.
start with this first. You guys get to choose an automatic S rating anime. It will automatically go to God tier, and each of you get a choice.
Look.
Well, obviously Sailor Moon.
Yes.
Do we have
Revolutionary Girl.
do we have to actually put Sailor Moon in S? We already know it's an S. We're all
Yes.
gonna put it in S regardless. So
Sailor, I would argue Sailor. While I have not seen Revolutionary Girl Utena, I feel like it has to due to just like its seniority. Revolutionary Girl Utena.
Put it in the top
I
tier. It's good.
I already put Sailor Moon on the God tier, but now everyone pick your God tier, your one God tier you're gonna put in.
Wait, hold on. I need to look.
I think,
at
but
I already got ribbons.
See, I
already got ribbons.
see, oh no, oh, I was thinking Sailor Moon was. I thought we were both sharing. I honestly though, I love Tokyo Mew Mew to bits. I would not put it God tier.
So what choice from all of these would you
Madoka
put in?
Magica.
Okay.
I think
God
Madoka
tier?
Magica sits in God tier. Yes.
It shook it up.
It
know
was
what? At least she's
it was
on
a
it.
cultural reset.
Trying to find
Oh, so you don't count it as like. So that's why, because it's a cultural reset.
Yeah.
I don't see Madoka Magica here, and I'm probably
It
bugging.
literally flipped the entire
Here we
genre
go.
on its head and caused like a whole slew of more magical girl anime to be made in the newest generation and have like a new twist to them.
I was gonna say it's kind of hard, right? The images, they all kind of like look similar.
It's
they're
so
all
much.
just pink and frills with a blonde character.
Yeah.
Either pink protagonist or blonde protagonist or both.
All right, so Garnet, what's your automatic God tier?
God tier.
We already all agreed Sailor Moon's gonna just stay in God tier. We don't need to add that one as a choice.
That it's so funny. Everybody's like, Guard's just gonna pick Sailor Moon for everything. Because some of these I haven't had the pleasure of knowing just yet, but I would put. This is a little hard. I would put Sakura in. Where are we doing? S tier? No.
Automatic
was it?
God tier.
Automatic God tier?
Is this your
Not
automatic
fair.
God tier anime?
For Captain Sakura? Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
I think it goes there. Yeah. I honestly it's one of those anime that for me I find that if you are willing to sit through all of the filler and not feel bored and not feel like it's
boring. I love
repetitive.
stuff like that. I love the
I
cards.
adore filler, and I found that I adore filler, but sometimes it gets to be a bit too much, and sometimes I'm like, okay, when are we getting the actual story? I did not feel that way during Card Captor Sakura. I watched the entire series the entire way through. My boyfriend did feel like he was like, this is all very repetitive, and I was like, shut the fuck up, you piece of shit, keep watching. And then he was like, no, I'm not gonna keep watching this.
I already put my God tier. You already know I chose Wedding Peach. It was gonna happen regardless.
I just verbally harass my boyfriend on the regular. It's fine. It's mutual.
I mean, who doesn't? Like, mind you, me and my partner usually just like mutually gaslight each other on purpose, just cause.
Mutually gaslighting.
You gotta gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss your partner sometimes, and it's done affectionately and with so much love.
All right, so let's see what we can tell which one is which
If you
here.
don't gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss your boyfriend, are you actually like in love?
So I can't tell some of these, and I know some of you can. I see Chobits here.
Yeah, I see Chobits. Ooh.
Chobits? I liked Chobits, but then I rewatched it and I was like,
Yeah, I remember hearing a bunch of yikes about it, and I was gonna watch it. Huh?
It's a bit yikes. I mean, watch it. But just know.
I had it on my list, and then a bunch of my friends were like, "You're gonna watch Chobits?" And I was like, "Yes." And they were like, "Honey, no." And so I didn't.
It didn't age well. Let's just say.
Yeah. And this is like
at all.
I know that there is some ecchi in it. And I was like, okay, I'm okay with ecchi. I'm asexual, but I'm okay with the ecchi genre. And so I was like, I'll watch it. And then my one friend who literally just straight up watches hentai on the regular on main and has no problems, whatever with it, she was just like, do not watch Chobits. She's like, don't watch it. You're not gonna like it. And I was like, really? She's like, you're not. She's like, no. She loved Chobits, but she's like, you're not gonna like Chobits. I was like, okay.
So where do we put this at?
I have not seen it, so I can't know. But the art style is very pretty.
It is pretty. I'm maybe low.
Yeah.
I don't want to put anything in poor.
We're gonna eventually have to put something in poor.
Is Magic Knight Ray Earth there? I would put that in the...
I have to make a never seen column because, that's a thing that happens. But
we've not seen
Chobits will put in low
so.
tier. I would also agree with Chobits being on would be...
It didn't age well.
It didn't age well, so it goes into the low tier. All right. Call out an anime and you'll see, like, if any of these look familiar to you. Oh, wait, I can zoom in.
Yeah, it's hard for me to tell. I just see a bunch of pink. That's blurry.
Powerpuff Girls Z should be in low tier. I'm glad she's like Ribbon said.
Are you able to live stream specifically this window on the Discord?
I could do that, but
because you're just streaming your OBS, so it's all very pixely for me.
Oh, that's true. Okay, I got you. Let me do that right now. Switching to the thing.
Just switch the window to the browser, and then that'll make it probably a lot easier. There we go. Oh my god, that's so much better.
All right. So Powerpuff Girls Z.
Low. I'm glad.
I would low or mid, maybe.
I'm thinking mid at the very least.
I haven't seen it. I just seen clips of it, and I thought it was very cute.
I mean, it's cute because the Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah. I like the adaptation of them into a magical girl.
And that's why I can appreciate, because obviously, like, you could tell the Powerpuff Girls though were like, it's sort of like they were like influenced by each other, like they were influenced by anime. Because there's even an episode where they're like in Tokyo Townsville and like the whole like robot Gundam thing, and stuff. They were just magical girls in a more different way. They were like an American magical girl, basically. And then you could tell like they wanted to make like, I guess like a Japanese version. So it's kind of like cute. Usually it's the other way around. Like
I think there's a lot of. I think they have like every season of Precure on here.
So are we gonna just put all the Precures in just one spot? Because at this point,
are you able to remove like the images?
I am not
like
able
some
to
of the options.
I am. Oh, or I could just do this. Watch this.
Wait, Lena Bia likes Powerpuff
Precure.
I'm just gonna do this.
Yeah, make it pink, of course.
You gotta make. No, wait, no, hold on. That's the poor
Or just call it repetition.
No, because I got you. Hold on. There we go. That should.
It's another Precure.
It's another Precure. Like, come on.
Yeah, there's like 50 series of Precure.
I was gonna say, most of us, like, I'm looking at them, I'm like, most of these are Precure. Like,
I just see the hair.
Just
with
let me just get these where they need to be. Just like, it's another Precure. Like, what do you want from me?
Yeah.
It's just because Precure has been around for a long time. Like,
I think it's like almost
like
so from
like long time.
Like, too much Precure. There's a lot. Just put it away.
I think the one with the two girls, the one with the purple hair, is also Precure, isn't it?
Yeah. Just gonna.
And then the one next to that.
Just all of these are Precure. Okay. Just. Why is there so many?
Wait, is this so is this a website that like generates tier lists?
Yes.
Yes.
And you can make your own tier list too.
I was like, Hito, did you like not look these up? I'm like,
I don't know. I did look at this one, but I was going to. I did this one as a joke because I saw all the Precure ones.
Oh,
and I'm like, I know.
I just wasn't sure. So it's.
Hi, Wabba.
Generated. I got.
We got lots of Precure. So maybe just keep one Precure and we'll rate the whole series of Precure. I feel like it's big enough that that's why they have it split across. But I feel like it's also like at that point you're just like, come on.
Hence why I'm giving them their own slot. Like they get their own slot. It's another Precure. Like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's right
I
there.
would say one anime that I consider a magical girl that I know is absolutely not considered a magical girl is Kyokai no Kanata.
I've heard of that one.
Why?
It's translated to Beyond the Boundary. It's just because they all have...
It's Beyond the Boundary.
There you go.
Okay, I like that one.
Okay, I've actually seen that one. I didn't know the Japanese name.
I know the Japanese name.
I feel like it kind of fits into the genre of being like...
She's a bloodbender, technically, right?
Yep.
Like,
yeah. She is... Well, her magic is based off blood, and she uses her blood to form her sword and stuff. And I feel like it has that emotion. That anime was the first anime that made me cry.
That's yo. All
right.
That makes me want to. I remember I enjoyed that.
So
very much.
We're gonna have to
Top
say
tier.
this. There we go. I was okay with
Yes.
it. I would consider it mid or top tier.
I would say though, hold on. Actually, I mean, I know that we already had my god tier, but if they do have Tokyo Mew Mew New,
They don't.
okay, I would say Mew Mew New would be god tier.
Ooh, Shakugan no Shara. Let's hear.
Because I didn't get to mention, but there was the other thing that had the other thing in a magical girl anime that made me cry was the ending of the first season of Tokyo Mew Mew New, and it was for good reasons. It was happy reasons. Well, kind of happy, melancholy. So if anybody follows the development of the Tokyo Mew Mew series, the manga was written by Mia Ikumi. She was the artist behind it. She designed all the characters. And Mia Ikumi was not a huge role in the original Tokyo Mew Mew anime, but she played a humongous role in the Mew Mew New. Like she was like one of the executive producers. The series was set to release in June of 2022, and Mia Ikumi passed away in March 2022.
Gotcha. All right. Before we continue, because we I do want to make sure everyone gets out on time as well today.
Okay, sorry.
No problems. No problems. I love the trivia. It helps.
Yeah.
So now, is there anything familiar on this list? Because I can't tell with half of these. I know some of these.
All right, so I see. Hold on, I'm gonna go from the top.
Girl, I would put Magical Girl Rising Project as what's there's mid and then God tier.
Yeah, there's mid, top, and then God.
I would put it on top. I really liked Magical Girl Rising Projects a lot.
All right, point me to it for a second. There's just so much
you
magic.
See the witches? I'm sorry. You see the witches hat one? Go toward the right.
This one?
No, the left. Is it your left or my right? Your left.
My right.
No, the other one.
This
the
one.
White, all white right here. No, go the other way.
This
go
one.
the other way. Keep going. My right, your left.
Oh,
you see that one? Yes.
This one. Okay.
I love the movie Battle Royale.
You said top tier, right?
Yes, that's Magic Knight Ray Earth. Yeah. But okay.
I couldn't tell because like it doesn't have the kanji. That's why.
It's okay.
All right, let me see. I see Yuki Yuna. That's top row, third over.
Oh, that would have helped too.
This one?
If I had said that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one I would put mid. I honestly was not a huge fan of Yuki Yuna. I appreciated it for what it did, but it just didn't hit. I don't know. I felt like it was. I felt like it kind of went a little too. Tried to be a little too hard on the subverting of magical girl tropes. It was like, I've broken all of my bones. My bones are glass. I break my arms every morning and my legs every evening. And I'm just like, okay, chill the fuck out.
Shugo-chara. We gotta do Shugo-chara.
They danced too close to the sun, and it was just like, okay, dude, chill.
So we gotta do Shugo-chara.
I have not seen. I've seen like images of Shugochara. I know it's very well known and very well loved. I would say probably top, though I've not seen it myself, so I shouldn't be a huge
What do
sway.
you think, Hito? Have you seen it?
So
If you've
I've seen
it, then
I've seen the whole series. It's great. It has really good character development, but again, with the whole gender conforming situation, it can be very annoying. However, they broke that in season 2 when they reintroduced Nadeshiko, as Nadeshiko was actually a boy in girls' clothing at the time because he had to be pristine as a female traditional dancer for his family. That was a family expectation. And now in the second season, Nadeshiko, who actually now represents both female and male at the same time, kind of created a form between I can accept both my masculinity and my femininity. Ergo,
Non-binary.
His female compatriot, the female transformation as opposed to his male transformation, was closed off for so long, and finally learned how to actually embrace their femininity.
Femininity.
So that was actually pretty great. I will say though, I do not like the cousin on cousin incest between Utao and Ichiko.
It's okay, they're cousins.
It's okay, the whole cousins things again. But
It's
mind
not
you,
gay, they're cousins.
no. But here's the thing though, they are actually cousins in the Japanese dub, and she's like, "Why are you never with me? Why are you never hanging out with me? Why are you never with me?"
That's the same with Tomoyo and Sakura. They're technically cousins. They find out they're cousins after their very long, very intimate friendship. But they learned that Tomoyo's mother was Sakura's aunt.
It's fair.
you should put Revolutionary Girl Utena in that category for the same reason, kind of.
Yeah.
There was a sort of like fluidity with Utena that was
Lots
really
of gender fluidity, groundbreaking for the genre. Beautiful, love it.
also
Fantastic.
like first like dark-skinned, like literally dark-skinned character that I've ever seen.
Anthe
in that.
Hinamiya.
Yeah, so
She was great, but the thing that only drove me from this anime a little bit, that still makes me criticize, is the incest.
Yeah, I feel like incest is kind of it's kind of like Game of Thrones. You kind of just gotta pretend that it's fine.
Like, it was the sister on brother, it was the other sister on brother. The shit with Anthe, which also got me very frustrated. I'm just like, can we stop fucking our brothers and sisters, please? Like, can we stop?
I guess maybe at the time I watched it, I wasn't really like thinking that. Maybe I was, because I was pretty young, and I think I was more intrigued by like, the idea of like a prince, but like it's not a guy.
Yeah. Like, mind you, I still give it its roses when in the fact, like, it did change up a lot of gender neutral confirmations, and it shook up the whole genre. But I do not give it its flowers for all the incest, including the shit with Nanami. Nanami pissed me the fuck off. Oh my god. I could not stand her. The only reason why I would give her any type of like positivity is the fact that I like that she pulled a knife out the second that she lost a sword fight, and now she's wielding 2 weapons, which is very unique amongst the other sword fighters.
She's Roxas.
But at the same time, I'm just like, fuck this bitch. She killed a cat because she was jealous for her brother. Oh my, she killed a kitten because her brother was paying attention to the kitten more than her. And I'm just like,
damn.
Are you fucking kidding me? Right? You killed a cat because it was getting more like attention.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! It pissed. Oh! I wanted to deck her. I'm like, you killed a.
That's good though. If it makes you feel that way, sometimes that's like that shows good.
Like, to cat lovers out there, don't watch that situation. She literally put the kitten in a box and threw it down the river.
That can be a
fucking
psychopath
bitch.
as a treat.
Devotion.
Oh,
treat.
she pissed me off. I was so
You're the
mad.
cat. Which pussy you pissed?
And then here's the worst part about this, to make this even worse. The freaking domestic abuse too. Do you remember Sayonji just slapping Anthony whenever he felt like it because she was his prize?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I haven't seen Nintendo, so I don't know.
Like
It just shows like the society. It couldn't be like it just adds to how fucked up that whole situation is. You know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
you're supposed to know that that's wrong. Like don't think it. Like I don't think it's trying to glamorize it. You know?
Yeah.
Like
It's just
God
you
damn.
know these are real. I guess sometimes some of these anime be real fucking real sometimes.
I'm not gonna lie though, the movie made me laugh how they just basically turned into how Anthony and Utena just turned into a giant motorcycle and they just were both naked motorcycle wise going down. And I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, the fan service is real sometimes.
I'm not gonna lie, that was just like the most like ridiculous I've seen it. I'm just like,
This sounds like the gayest shit, and I really want to see that.
it really is.
Like you said, I like this. There's
Now I understand why Steven Universe is based off of Revolutionary Girl Utena.
minus the incest.
Minus
but,
the incest.
Minus the incest.
And the cat killing, but it's fine.
Technically, wouldn't you argue that all of the gems are technically related?
Yeah, that's kind of it. I was gonna say, unless you count like fusions and all this other stuff, but that's like a whole
They
other
did kill a
topic.
cat on CV. Did they? I don't remember.
Oh my
I don't remember them killing a cat.
So I take it you're a cat fan. Is that what it is?
Yes, Waba is definitely a cat fan.
Yes.
There's Cookie Cat, unless he's talking about Cookie Cat the ice cream.
Oh, when his cat fingers took over. And he just dumped
Oh
it in
yeah, he
water.
had to kill the fingers.
Well,
But that wasn't actual cats. That was like some
I think
like
they were just
morphy.
being, I think
that
they're
was
just being silly.
Yeah, they are. But
There's
yeah,
Cartoon Network
I
being
mean,
Cartoon Network and having their weird things go on.
but yeah, if you don't like watching kittens die over fucking jealous sisters because they love their brothers, don't watch
Come
Utena.
on.
That's that one scene that I just wanted to. Oh, I'm happy she got turned into a
You're one
cow
of
the next
those-
episode.
You're one of those that's like, if the movie could be a fucking masterpiece, but if a dog dies, you're like, I'm out of here. Or if a cat dies, I'm out of
No,
here.
here's the thing. I don't mind if an animal dies in a movie. Like I saw Marley and Me like so many times. I'm not even kidding. And
I saw Marley and Me. I can deal with an animal dying.
but mind you, if it's important to the plot, it's important to the plot. However,
Because it's
It's a plot
Marley and
relevant
me.
death.
but if we're just killing cats because I want to commit incest with my brother for stupid that was the stupidest reason I've ever seen for a cat to
Hey,
die.
As someone who has two cats, the cats really do be cock blocking sometimes.
Oh,
Okay, but that's a relationship. Listen, come back
David will try to just rest his head on my shoulder and snuggle with me, and Midnight
just
will be
want
sitting right
people
here
to know.
and just take his paw and go, no.
I just want people to know this is not what the anime is about.
It's not.
It is. The entire plot is that Revolutionary Girl Utena needs to murder as many cats as she can to get to her man and get that dick from her bro.
No, that's the thing. It's not even Uta, it's Nanami. Fucking Nanami did this shit.
I know, I'm kidding.
Oh, God.
I don't even...
Okay, I'm gonna move on from this one because oh god.
Yeah, I did not expect it to go that way.
No, because that's the only thing that pisses me off. That is it. Other than that, Princess Tutu's on here.
Ooh,
It's
we could put
cute.
mid- We could put it mid though, because
Yeah.
the story
Yeah, mid.
it could get really confusing if you're not.
Yeah.
It could get very confusing.
It was hard to try to get into, which is why I didn't get to watch all of it.
I used to take ballet as a kid, so I liked the ballet aspect of it.
I
You
used to
watch shonen anime, dude? Come on, man! You gotta expand that palette. I have no shade against shonen, but there's other.
I have.
I'm
I'm gonna admit. I'm gonna say a controversial opinion. Ribbon gets canceled 2023. I am not a fan of shonen anime.
That's fair.
Anytime I've watched a shonen, I've tried watching Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, could not get into it. I tried watching Dragon Ball Z, could not get into it. I tried watching Naruto, couldn't get into it. All the most popular. I tried watching Attack on Titan, could not get into it, didn't like it.
Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
There's other genres of anime. No shade, sorry, Night. We love you.
I am the disgusting weeb trash that loves slice of life, cutesy, adorable Kyoto animation type of shit that everyone is like, ew. You watch literally like the zero plot shows, and I'm like, they're perfect in every way.
As if Dragon Ball Super didn't just recycle Dragon Ball.
Like,
all right,
I want to watch Laid Back Camp. I want to watch Bananya. I want to watch like fucking Tamako Love Story, Tamako Market. Like that is my shit. Anime where a bunch of cute girls just hang out and have a good time and do jack shit the entire time. They have the feels over the most nonsense of things, and you're just like, why am I crying about these girls very interested in going to a band? Like, the girls are like, we're gonna go and visit Mount Fuji. Oh no, our field trip got canceled. Crying emotional turmoil. Like, why am I crying? They just couldn't go to Mount Fuji on their field trip, and they can just go next week instead.
But they can just go next week. I look up what?
There's nothing wrong with not liking shonen. I just think shonen is just like popular because of like Toonami and stuff.
Yeah,
and there's nothing wrong with that, but just
the shonen is kind of like almost like the two genders are shojo and shonen basically. Yeah, I'm making a joke, but like shojo is literally translates to like girl, like genre, and then shonen is literally like man genre, like guy genre. Like that's
it's just like.
I know that's not the direct translation, but that's like the way that it's like.
It just becomes hard to have conversations with some people because if it's not a shonen to them, it's like, well, then it's whack. And it's like, it's not. There's like other genres of anime. It's just you only are what I call a Toonami weeb or a shonen fuckboy.
I love this. I love this right now.
When I have someone who literally is like, you, if I encounter people who are literally like, you don't like Attack on Titan and like all these masculine, super manly punch people in the face. It
doesn't surprise me when a guy tells me that his favorite anime is Dragon Ball Z. It's kind of like, okay,
we been new.
Like I could kind of tell, like you know, you could just tell, like, and so getting into conversations with them can be a little taxing because it's interesting. So I had made a point in somebody's stream about that, where like on my stream, where guys will not know a single thing about Sailor Moon, right? But they could swear up and down that she can't win against Goku, and I said, well, why is that? I go, because if you haven't seen a thing of Sailor Moon, how could you 100% know? Because believe it or not,
before I ever watched a single thing of Sailor Moon, I knew she kicked Goku's ass.
You've been like socialized to associate aesthetics that are associated with Sailor Moon as inherently weaker. But like, if you watch the show and you read the manga, like you obviously could see that like she reaches her godlike form in a fraction of the time it took Goku to reach Super Saiyan 1.
Yep.
Like, are you kidding me right now? But you know, let me tell you, man, them shonen fuckboys, man, they just gargle Goku's balls to the point of no return.
They
really be sucking on them Dragon balls.
They suck those. They suck those. I'm a bad father balls. You know, it's fine. It's cool. It's great.
You know, and you know what's wild about that is that like Gohan gets like shitted on because he decides to be like a responsible adult.
Wait, that's a familiar anime. That one with the witch hats, the white witch hats.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm like, what? Please don't tell me. Nothing wrong with liking shonen Soaring Knight. We ain't coming for you. I'm just saying, expand the palette a little bit. There's other genres, and I promise you, they have better plot development.
All right, so I'm bringing up Cutie Honey right now, which is another old one that happened.
You gotta put it in the top or god tier because it's like one of like those like matriarch or grand matriarch.
I would put it in top tier because Sailor Moon did it better.
Let's go.
Like Sailor Moon did it better, Wedding Peach did it better, Card Captor Sakura did it better, and then Madoka was the game changer.
It's one of those that they walked so they could run, you know?
Which, by the way, I'm gonna give this right off the bat. This is the anime I talked about. This is Utakata.
Okay.
So the reason why this anime literally started for Madoka Magica was the fact that it was trying to talk about a girl's innocence going to corruption. And that's something that is a big theme for Madoka Magica, if you remember the shit with Sayaka, Mame, everybody. That's why this one was really good. You meet the girl, you meet the brunette girl, I'm not going to say her name, but you meet the brunette girl, and you meet Manatsu, which is the green-haired girl. She meets Manatsu, who basically is the embodiment of her magical powers. And essentially, she's given 13 different transformations throughout the 13 episodes. Each of these transformations show her from going from very innocent, always telling the truth, always working hard, to slowly corrupting her into being more secretive, lying to people, and also eventually almost killing someone too. And you get to see her slowly derail, and you find out that these transformations were a test for her on whether humanity should live or die.
Mm-hmm.
It's very polarizing as an anime, and I will have to give it at least its flowers on that.
Do any cats die?
That wasn't here. No, only a patient in a hospital almost dies.
Can we do a cat tier list? There's like different kinds of cats. But I think need to be judged.
Here's the thing, I don't even like cats, but I find it stupid the fact that...
See, you're one of the, I'm telling you, they're like my friend. My friend could be a masterpiece. Christopher Nolan. If a cat died in Interstellar, that would have been it for her.
No, back to what I said before. I don't care if a cat dies in the show. Just make it actually make sense. Don't do it for shit.
Oh, Kamikaze, I like you. I like you a lot.
Like, mind you, I don't mind. I don't mind if a cat dies in an anime, by all means. But do it for an actual reason. Like that was,
I feel like
that was such a waste over the brother. Like, are you kidding me? It was a waste.
Anyway,
did any of you see the movie? Did any of you see the movie Hereditary? Remember how the mother goes off on the son?
Scarred me for life.
Like, do you remember how the mother went off on the son? Like, it was a fucking waste. That's how I felt with the cat.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's how I felt.
Okay.
All right.
So one I keep seeing here that my brain keeps going to, I know that it's not well known. Corrector Yui.
Point me to it.
So so let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Over.
6.
And then third down. Nope, one more down. One more. Back.
This one.
Nope, up.
This one.
Over 1.
This one?
Nope, the other way.
This one.
That one.
Okay. Where would you put this one?
Yeah, the one with the earpiece. I'm gonna say low tier. Yeah, well, I watched the English dub. I haven't seen all of it. I'm gonna say low tier.
Low tier. Gotcha.
Yeah. It's not great. It's not fantastic. It's interesting. It kind of, honestly, it kind of has like Code Lyoko sort of vibes. The whole thing is that she becomes a corrector, working against, there's a virus in the internet. Basically, this was like right around the internet kind of being like huge. So there's the ComNet, which is what everybody uses to intercommunicate with each other. There's a virus who's taking over, trying to destroy and like infiltrate and cause problems in the internet. And then she becomes a corrector where she's sent into the virtual world to fight the viruses and basically protect the internet.
That sounds pretty cool. It's like mixing Mega Man.
It's a very cool premise.
It's like Mega Man Battle Network, but with Magical Girl elements to it. It actually sounds
it's
really
very
good.
cool, very interesting. Is it fantastic?
All right. I see Magical Do Re Mi. Who's seen this one?
I would say probably like mid-tier from what I know of the people who really love it.
It's cute though.
It is very cute. Yeah, mid.
So do you both agree mid?
Mid.
Yeah.
I
All
have
right.
another mid.
Oh, you have
And
another
that's
mid.
only because, so go down to the okay. It is the second row, third from the left.
This one.
Yes, that's Magical Girl Racing Project.
Yep.
The only reason why I put it in mid, I was going to put it in top because I do like the movie Battle Royale. It just, the ending felt rushed to me. And I hate when they rush the ending.
Like what they
that.
did to Steven Universe Future.
Yeah. Also, Kamikaze, I totally agree with you about animals dying in Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah.
And it's very unfortunate that voice actor is a weirdo. He is weirdo.
So I'm not going to get into that voice actor controversy because there's like a lot of things that kind of summed it up and a lot of things that didn't. It was it was just a mess in general.
I like you, Akame. I like you.
It's
You're
like,
cool.
how do I put it? It was just a whole, like, at the end of the day, like, that whole controversy was a lot of he said, she said. And at some point, I don't know what was actually a fact at that point, so it kind of just lost me. I was like, I'm not going to deal with that. Little Witch Academia.
Yeah, that one I would say top.
Okay,
I mean, it's not really a magical girl though.
It's witches.
It's magic.
It's witches, yes, but they don't transform. They just have magic powers.
But do they need to transform?
No.
Especially if they have magic?
It's a staple,
No, they just.
but it doesn't necessarily mean it has to be there. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, I guess so. I mean, it fits into the very feminine. It fits into the girl boss aesthetic.
Because Cardcaptor Sakura, she technically doesn't transform really either. She just wears.
Yes,
outfit.
but she does. But she harnesses like power from like a thing that she gains. Whereas like they are all just trained witches. Like they're in train. It's like a school.
Like, Cardcaptor Sakura is lucky to have a rich friend that just makes all her costumes for her.
Yeah, a rich friend who's absolutely in love with her and also her cousin.
Yep.
Another one I saw on here.
I see Saint Tail. I see Saint Tail right here. So, who has seen Saint Tail?
I have not.
So, I want you to think magical girl, but a very powerful cat burglar / thief. Using her magical ability.
Is she wearing like a cat suit?
Yep. So she steals certain items, and she also stops certain thieves from stealing items
so she's
too.
like Catwoman. Like she's like a Catwoman, like cat burglar.
But here's the thing: she's a cat
Is this also Studio Clamp?
I believe so. I'm not entirely sure.
It looks like it looks like similar art style to Cardcaptor. That's what I was saying.
But I will say this: she's a cat burglar with magic. She basically has the ability of doing stage magic with her cat burglary skills. So I would give this a mid tier at the very least.
Cute.
Hold on. I'm so sorry.
All right. Next up
Okay.
is.
I'm sorry, Hito. I have to make another phone call.
You're all good.
Again.
You're fine.
You already know the situation. I got you here.
Okay.
Damn. I'm trying to. I know. I recognize some of these. So okay. I see flip flappers.
Where?
So 4 over, 3 down.
On which row?
It's the third row total.
This one?
4 over. Yeah.
Okay.
That's flip flappers. I've heard fantastic things about it. I myself have not seen it. I'm going to put it in top tier preemptively.
Oh no, if you haven't seen it, you could always just put it in the Never Seen saga.
I'm just going off of what I've heard is that it is absolutely fantastic. It's on my to watch list.
I know, but the reason why I would put this on Never Seen
yeah.
is because that way it gives us a chance to download this list and watch the anime we have not seen.
Okay, yeah,
Yep.
so we'll put it in never seen.
Next up is I see a lot of them here. I think this is the Earth's Defense Force right here.
Okay.
You already know where this is going. It's going in top.
It's God tier.
It's God tier. Like, it's hilarious. I love it. I love it. Like, legitimately, the Mahou Shojo genre now has these buff boys in these frilly outfits. Amazing.
Honestly,
I will keep it.
Good for them.
Good for them.
Good for them.
I also see Shakugan no Shara. This is going in mid.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
Oh wait,
one.
no, not Shakugan. This is the. So this is a girl that was being heavily bullied, heavily abused, heavily everything that you can think of. And legitimately, she finally discovers she has magical girl powers, and it becomes even more unfortunate. It's a very gritty anime, honestly, for a magical girl anime. And it really... It makes me cry a little bit to see like that type of abuse happening. It sucks that it happens, but...
So that was... That's Magical Girl Ore, the one that you put at God tier. They're girls that transform into boys.
I still liked it.
Okay.
Yeah, I still liked it. It was fun. Could you imagine? Could you imagine?
I'm running through. I found like a list like shows like anime, like the screen titles and then the names, so I can try to figure out which one's which. Because there's some of these that look familiar that I just don't know off of just the image alone.
So let's put down the ones we don't know, or at least instead of never seen. I haven't seen this one with the pig.
It looks familiar, but I don't know it. That first one looks very familiar. Like it's on the tip of my tongue what that is.
I actually know what this is, and I'm putting it exactly where it needs to go.
What's it called?
I'm trying to remember the name, but I've seen it. I think it's not Konosuba.
It is not Konosuba. Absolutely not. I know it I know it. I feel like I know it. I feel like I've seen episodes of it. I think David and I watched it. David. Hi. Can you if there's a way to pull up that art. I need your help. We can't remember the name of this anime. Come here. Would you know based off the picture alone? Oh, wait, hold on. No, we're on camera. Never mind. I can't zoom in on it.
I can, though. Let's do this.
Yeah, zoom in.
Those are loads here. What am I doing? There we go. Over here. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Here, wait, move your cursor. I'm gonna print screen, or here, I'm gonna move that out of the way. Print screen. And then, here, hold on, I can actually hold on. Shift, Alt, print screen. Okay, hold on. We're gonna pull up MS Paint.
Did you just say MS Paint?
Yes.
God damn, MS Paint. Okay, cool.
We're gonna zoom in, and I'm gonna just get this picture.
Oh, hold on. Now that I'm actually zoomed in, give me a moment. Now I can actually do this. This is another Precure. Wait, hold on. This is a Precure.
I am in the same boat. I have no clue.
That's so familiar, though, right?
I know. Yeah, I've seen it before.
And Demon Girl Next Door, you've seen, right?
Yes.
I love that one.
I think that one is in the tier list because that one's coming up as like a magical girl anime.
Wait, this one right
Demon
here?
Girl Next Door. Yeah, I love that one.
Oh, let me see. Let me pull up the Discord.
Wait, is that it?
This.
Piety.
Wish Upon a Pleiades.
That's the movie.
That's the movie, but Wish Upon a Pleiades. That's the first one.
This
that
one right
one
here?
is also familiar. I don't know. No. The one with the one that we couldn't figure out.
Okay.
The one that you were pointing at.
Okay.
But no, that one is also familiar. The one with the pink haired and the black haired girl. David, you know this one?
Yeah, wait, let me see.
We gotta refer to the David.
No.
That one's familiar too. I recognize that one so strongly. I've definitely seen that one. And it was.
I'm just seeing how hard you zoomed in.
I had to really zoom in. All right.
I'm trying to.
This one I'm aware of, and I'm gonna put it where it belongs.
So many creatures.
Yeah, I said what I said.
Hard capture, son.
All right, so
I wish that you could wave over it and it told you the name.
I know. Also, this one's Love Live. I'm gonna just put it where it is. I'm putting it in
That's
mid.
Love Live?
I think that's Love Live.
That is not
Oh wait, no,
Love
that's
Live.
the mermaid. That's Mermaid Idols. Hold on.
Live, I don't recognize.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the Mermaid
That's Mermaid Peachy whatever.
I don't know where to put this
I'm
though.
like, I'm like, Love Live, first off, it's not a magical girl anime.
Let's just put it in mid tier where it belongs. It's okay.
I would love to clump it into that genre, but it sure as hell is not a fucking magical girl anime.
All right, so I'm gonna zoom back out now.
Yeah.
Magical girl parody.
Yeah, Demon Girl Next Door is I don't know if that one's gonna be in this list. Wait, actually, hold on. Go scroll down. Yes, it is. So the one with it's a second row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. One more back. They were in that one. Yep. Okay. The girl with the pink hair and then the girl with the brown hair. Yep, that one's on the girl next door. Why are all of these
PNGs so low quality?
It's just because the quality on Discord's low.
Discord.
So I would say that was top tier. You'd say the options are God tier, top tier, mid tier, low tier, or poor tier.
What? I'd say top tier God tier, but I have shitty taste. Also, why is Magical Girl site on this? Why is it here? Why is that here?
Oh, the one with the red background?
Yes.
David says that's Magical Girl site.
Yeah, I'm aware what it is. That's why I put it where it belongs.
Yeah, he says he's aware of what that is, and that's why he put it where it belongs.
Yeah, mid tier? I think that's high. It's like whatever.
David would put it higher.
No, I'd put it lower.
Oh, lower.
Yeah, I only put it at mid because you know what? At the end of the day, vengeance was served. A majority of it.
He put it there because at the end of the day, what was it called? What did you say?
I'm being told everything's secondhand.
I have to pass everything over secondhand because David can't not hear you. I have headphones on, so.
Do you? Is Momo here? Have you guys done Momo? Is Momo a magical girl?
Not entirely sure, but yes. All right, I think the rest of these we could put on not seen because I can't say I've seen any of these.
The screen's very blurry right now, so I'm just trying to see if I can get a better view of it. I'm struggling to get a better view of it. Hold on, I'm gonna leave the stream and then come back. There we go. Oh, that fixed it so much better. Hold on. Let me just do one little glance through, see if I recognize anybody. Yeah, that one I'm recognizing. Oh, Khalid Liner. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over, second row. It's the one girl sitting like this. Blonde hair in pink outfit. And then the bunch of magical girls behind her.
I'm trying to see if I can find this.
Minkimoto, that one's, I've seen that one in here.
All right, where is it?
Minkimoto?
So, right, see where the two girls with the witch's hats they're hovering over? One down.
Nope,
Nope, the one below it. Yeah, that one. I'm gonna say top tier. I've heard really fantastic things about it. I've watched a few episodes myself, and it's really good.
Okay, well, to say, I was like, if you didn't see any episodes, put it in the never seen.
You weren't able to convince them to put what's it called? Your animal one into God tier?
Tokyo Mew Mew? No, I decided Tokyo Mew Mew was not God tier, but Tokyo Mew Mew New I would put in God tier. But they don't have Tokyo Mew Mew New in the tier list, so sad face.
All right, let me just close up. Also, I wanna state Sailor Garnet had to sadly go off right now, which is fine. And I want to just say thank you to Sailor Garnet for actually joining in on this chat. You were amazing, and your input was definitely insightful.
Yeah, thank you. It was nice meeting you.
So for the time being, let's get in on this. And Garnet, I will see you in the finale. I'm about to send you the finale notes. You're getting the finale invite. Yep. Everyone gets a finale invite that's been on the season this time around. So everyone gets the finale. You will get your poster soon. All right. So I think the rest of these we could put in the never seen. Think we're safe to do that, Ribbon?
Yes, all but third from the blast.
Third from the blast.
Third from the last. The one with the two girls back to back.
Yes.
That one. Well, I actually haven't seen that one, but I've recognized. At least I don't know if I've seen it, but I recognize it.
We'll put it in never seen for the time being. That way we can rewatch it. Because by the way, guys, this list is going to be used for anime nights in the Discord.
Nice.
2 weeks ago, we saw the whole Ace Attorney first half of the season. Everyone saw all the cases happen. And now we have a list of anime to put up on the list.
I feel like it was in 2019.
All right. Are we ready? We're going to do our closing thoughts, and then we're going to call it a day.
Okay.
All right. So. Oh, hold on a sec. That just almost messed up. Oh God. Oh God. Don't look at my browser history. Joke. But Ribbon, what are your final thoughts on Magical Girl anime?
I think so. Sorry, what was that?
What was your final thoughts on Magical Girl anime?
It is an underrated genre. It is completely fantastic and lovely, and really needs to be given the more love it deserves. And I'm happy that it's kind of been having a revitalization with a lot of the old ones being remade. Mm-hmm. So much passion goes into Magical Girl anime that I've seen. I've watched a lot of like the background production of like anime series, and some of the most passionate behind the scenes work is in my personal opinion is in like slice of life genre and Magical Girl genre. Like, look into the production of Tokyo Mew Mew New, and you're like, damn, they went all the fuck out. Like, they made like a whole idol group of the girls who play as like Tokyo Mew Mew. They had a whole bunch of pre-release sort of stuff. So like before the show actually aired, they did a bunch of like interviews and discussions on the series, like talking with the members, like talking about how Tokyo Mew Mew had impacted them as when they were kids, and like how it's influenced their desire to go into like voice acting kind of thing. It's just fantastic. And then just like I've never seen fandoms that are like the least toxic, in my opinion. I find that like a lot of like the fighting anime and like ones with like high stakes of like, well, I mean, obviously Magical Girl animes have high stakes, but you know, like a lot of the not to shit on shonen some more. But like, I find that a lot of shonen anime kind of brings about like a fan base of people who tend to be very much just like almost gatekeepy. Like, oh yeah, this is the best anime ever, and if you think that it's not, then you're fucking wrong. Like, and I'm like, okay, well, that's your opinion.
My final thoughts on this. Are you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
All right. When it comes to Magical Girl anime, the villains are a lot more 3D than they are 2D. It's not as simple as I want to take over the world and I want to do this. Most of the villains have their reasons behind it, not just because of an inferiority complex, but because there's an actual deep-seated root needed for everything. That's why Queen Beryl exists. That's why Rain Devil exists. That's why Kishu exists. That's why a lot of people don't sleep on all of these villains and think, oh, they just want to take over the world because they want to. No, there's a deep-seated reason. It's not essentially just, I want to conquer the world because my PP is small. That is not as simple as that. And people need to understand that that's not a way to write a villain. That's why sometimes I even get pissed off at Pokemon with certain villains where they're just shift gate. That's actually why I hated Black and White for a little bit, honestly, because Getsis basically turned the plot
very
into
black and white.
Exactly. Getsis turned the company that was like, we don't like to see Pokemon abuse to, oh, I just want to use them to take over the world. Like, oh, god damn it, not again. Not this whole I want to take over the world shit nonsense.
Well, I mean, not gonna lie though, they did a really good job of representing PETA.
They did. They really did. And I will
Which
give
is
them their
even more
flowers on that.
funny because PETA has roasted Pokemon to bits for like their quote unquote animal neglect and done so much shit all over Pokemon, and Pokemon turned around and was like, you're gonna be the main villains of whatever.
That's fair. But yeah, on to the point, it's that just because magical girl anime seems very weak and feminine does not mean that it's weak. It's the solidarity of the values. It's the solidarity of the power that comes from within. It's the solidarity of love. It's the solidarity of a lot of things that we take for granted that a lot of people are like, oh, please, that's not going to save anybody, but it should. Because although it's overdone in a way where a lot of things are like, oh, the power of friendship can help a whole bunch of people. The power of love can help somebody. It's a value that's very important. It doesn't have to be as powerful as it is in the anime, but it is a lesson to remember that maybe showing someone a little compassion or love can help them. It's simplified in that situation, but it's also a situation where people are like, oh, but that's not a big deal. No, it is a big deal. That's why these animes exist, and it shows us that as well. So the next time you hear a Sailor Moon / DBZ argument, I just want you to put into the level here that Sailor Moon will totally kick Goku's ass, and you need to get the fuck over it. Anyway, guys, this is Hito Retro Gaming, giving you guys the 8-bit love. Bye!
Bye!